Ah, there we go. Welcome, everybody. This is another live play of Savage Kingdoms role-playing game. I'm Mike Yao, the creator of the game and also the game master for this evening. And to my left, I don't know if it's to everybody else's left, is Eric. You want to introduce yourself and your character really quick?
Sure. My name is Eric. I am playing Ivanovich von Mulov. He is the first son of the House von Mulov, which was the original rulers of Molovia some 500 plus years ago before that ended. Anyway, he is pretty much a pain in the ass, but a good guy in certain ways. He's also a vampire, so makes things a little more interesting.
There's that. And what about Duncan?
My name is Duncan. My character is Drago Von Urich. He is Mulovian, first son of the Urich family, which is a lesser house. Although he is somewhat estranged from his family, he is a ranger type character with a curse and some madness now since a couple of sessions ago. But yeah, he's rather socially awkward, but an amazing shot. So. And has a familiar raven named Radu.
And Madison, who's slightly under the weather. So,
hi, I'm Madison. I will be playing Abigail, the half she from Brithia. And no familiars, but she does have a new friend now, which I'm sure will pop up at some point.
Yeah, about that. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yay!
Hey!
So that'll be fun. So last time we left off, that occurred that Madison is hinting at with Abigail down in a secret chamber beneath the main library of Castle Mortavia. You're up relatively late and found the secret chamber. Going inside, there was like a little house servant, a page, who kind of saw what was going on and he kind of ran off. Other than that, no one in the house probably knows what's going on. No, the house is in the castle. And then I think you guys did get a full night's sleep, if I recall. Right?
I did not. I failed my willpower roll or something against nightmares because of
everybody got a full rest, but Madison, Abigail wakes up down. What did I say? I think it was 2 stamina.
Yes, 2 stamina.
Is having a horrible nightmare filled night. Ivanovich is probably like, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, it happens when you are a vampire.
Or I don't remember anything at all because I don't technically sleep.
Yeah.
It just sort of powered down. So in the morning, you're in Castle Mortavia, and just for the audience, Mortavia is a fairly large, actually pretty large city actually probably the 3rd largest city in Molovia. Molovia is also known as the Winter Kingdom, and Mortavia is named after the family Mortavia, so they're apparently not very creative. One of the few noble families that's not von something, which of course just means of. But they are a noble house of some power, mostly old, fading wealth for the most part.
I'm okay with the Mortavians calling their land Mortavia. I mean, I'm the Von Mulovs, and we named it Molovia, for Christ's sake. So, you know.
Right. Well, slightly more creative.
Yeah, slightly. We add an avia on it. Yes.
Make it
Ovia. Yeah, Mulov, Moovia. Yeah, we just add an IA. That's not creativity.
They're like, we could have called it Mortavia. Same amount of syllables, starts with an M. So in the morning, what would you like to do?
Well, Ivanovich likes to sleep in, so although I think we were discussing last time that we were going to hurry down to my family's meager estate to figure out what was going on down there. So I think
the following night you guys did more of a regular, right? Ivanovich was switching back to a sort of mortal rest period, right? Right? Okay.
So I think we are going to make a little earlier start of things so that we can get down to my family's house to find out what is going on down there and put an end to it, or at least gather up a very important artifact and leave, or something along those lines.
Sounds good.
Abigail will probably be up before everyone else because of that nightmare she was having. And she comes to the realization that they probably need to cover their tracks a little bit more, since we did steal a book from down in that library, and they might notice that goes missing. So
Which
she's
book did we steal?
something that Ivanovich took.
No,
So-
it had lots of magical symbols and things. I brought it for the magic users to look over and read. I figured you'd like it. I know that Glev would enjoy reading it because he enjoys looking at knowledge books and things of the sort.
I think he
What
glanced
is
it over
it?
actually for like an hour or two as well last night.
Oh, we did?
I think Glev did.
Okay.
It was
Um,
several hours you guys were down in the library.
But this is the same one from where we found the tomb, right?
So there was that tome, and then there's the tablet that was on the pedestal. The tablet is
Mhm.
the one that actually made you have that horrible contact.
That's it. Okay.
Some
Yeah.
So
or being known as Azrakoth.
I didn't realize Glev had it. So she's going to try to find that book.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna not pay attention to Zoom as much anymore and look at Roll20. So hold on just a second. Is it still recording? Yeah, okay. Doing something weird there for a second. Okay. Oh, so Madison, did Abigail physically take the tablet?
No, because I didn't realize how large it was.
Yeah, it's like bulk 3.
Yeah, so she wouldn't have taken it, but she did clean off the blood that was spilled on said tablet.
Okay.
The time to do that, and she did write down everything. I think she finished writing what it said, like on.
Yeah, you got like 3/4 of the way through it when that event happened.
That's right. So she might want to go back down there and finish that up while everyone's still sleeping.
Do you recall what you rolled in your language skill roll?
I was using
Yeah.
translation and
Oh,
see
okay.
scene.
Which adds a +10 to.
I'm pretty sure it was a high roll.
Yeah, okay,
I mean,
so I think you
we
actually
weren't-
did manage to get it all copied.
Okay.
Yeah, because we weren't in a rush after the fact, were we?
No, we weren't,
That's
Yeah.
right.
because the shadows stopped appearing once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you destroyed 2 of them. For the audience at home, 2 of these shadowy demons sort of gated in from above this ancient tablet written in a couple of old languages. And Abigail here had made contact with some being that's attached to it, whose name is Azrakoth. And you probably have Supernatural Pact, right?
Yeah, she's assuming.
Probably.
She's assuming so. It's the
You think so?
Assume that you'll
bloody hand.
assume
So
that you have that talent for free without paying
Just
points.
lop the hand off. It'll be fine.
yeah, just the hand I need to use my
Hold the
bow
bow.
and be
Huh.
efficient, in battle. Yes, of course.
That's all.
But she's gonna look through that book.
Okay, in the morning here, since you woke up kind of early.
Mm-hmm.
So if I recall, it was written primarily in Mulovian. There was some angelic. Oh wait, you don't actually know that, but some other weird language that was sort of.
Glev said that it was an angelic, so I think he told everyone
Yeah.
that.
Okay, also known as overspeech. And other than that, the Mulovian parts, you don't read or write Mulovian, right?
I don't believe so, but I can do a translation spell.
Okay. All right. Yes, it is ritual, I guess just straight up.
She's gonna do it straight up.
Nice.
All right, let's see if roll 20 hates me. No, it doesn't. 28. So the spell definitely manifests.
Oh yeah. In fact, it was almost a critical success.
Ooh.
So you speak the incantation, the spell definitely manifests correctly, and adds a +10 to your follow-up language skill roll if you So
Mm.
choose.
All right.
Oh yeah,
That is a 33.
nice. DL 25, so you cleared it by 8. So you yeah, the spell helps translate these strange sigils and runes into something that makes more sense. And you discover in it that there's several things in the book. It's mostly about alchemy, but there's also it talks about necromancy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there doesn't seem to be any specific spells in it per se. It's mostly about theory and such like that.
Mm.
I don't know how useful it would be, but there are some alchemy. Oh, this is the book you found, the Dark Fire.
The black fire or dark fire.
Yeah,
So is there anything else that I notice
alchemy.
that would be useful? Because otherwise I don't think we should take it with us.
Yeah, and one casting of the spell's not enough to read through the entire book, but it's enough to kind of get an idea. There's also a bit of history of Mulovia, particularly military history. And
Mm.
yes, there even talks about the Von Mulovs and the Von Urichs and several other noble houses and
Mhm.
royal houses. Talks about how the Mulovians drove the Korites across the sea, like in this horrible battle over 120 years ago, where the Scythians actually allied with Mulovia. The last time they were kind of
Duh.
allies.
It will happen again.
Magus would agree. And that's about it that you can tell so far. And then Glev, so this is by the time Madison's or Abigail's done with that, everybody else is probably starting to stir, I would assume.
Duh, I would be awake.
If you lounge too long, a page or some other house servant will come to the guest chamber doors. They'll let you know that my lord and my lady have prepared to break your fast down in the feast hall if you wish.
That would be wonderful. We will be leaving very soon, so we'll break fast and then depart. Hopefully, we can give our goodbyes. If not, then we will meet up later.
Very well, my lord. You hear a young voice and then the feet pattering away from the door. Radu, meanwhile, is like, oh!
Gentlemen,
dog.
this was the only book that we took, correct?
Is that the picture book that I found that had all the fun little markings and sigils and designs and spell-looking things?
I think.
Glev
If that
says,
is it,
I believe Glev.
not to interrupt, my friends. There is another book I was looking at, but I left it. I don't know what to take something that we could clearly just ask for or pay for. But there is another one, yes. Da.
Is this the book that we took from under the library, or is this from the normal library?
I found that one in normal, unhidden place. Pretty
I
sure.
brought one from the hidden downstairs. That's the picture book I was telling you about.
Oh, da, yes.
So this one.
No, the one you have, Abigail, is the one that I found from the legitimate library chamber.
Okay, so we did leave the book that's from the hidden place, and it stayed in the hidden place, correct?
Da.
All right.
But more importantly, the tablet is down there. Da.
Yes, it's fine.
The big tablet.
I have everything I need from that, and I cleaned up the blood, so no one should know that we were down there.
Abigail, do you mind if I do something? It is priestly magic. You may trust.
What are you going to do?
Hey, I will be front. I could examine that wound for starters on your hand. And secondarily, I could cast a spell called Sense Corruption.
Hmm.
Just to make sure. I only with your permission.
And she holds it out.
Ooh, that just looks painful. It looks like it is healed, though. Very strange. Very arcane. Let me make a healing arts roll. So he examines it, and after about a minute, doesn't really say much at first. After about a minute, he's like, "It seems to be a healthy branding wound, but
Hmm.
the sigil itself is angelic or demonic mark. The languages are very similar."
I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's actually both.
Hmm.
The
Interesting assumption.
languages, some of the symbols of both languages are very similar, if not the same. And then you notice he kind of concentrates for a moment, touching your hand. Doesn't really say what he's doing this time.
Mm-hmm.
I do sense a light presence of sorcery, magic on the sigil in your hand. It's very, very faint. I have to focus. Can you pick it up yourself? Can you sense it?
I mean, yes, I can sense that there's something that's branding me, if that's what you're asking.
But I mean, beyond that, there is some magical effect on it. It is both life and death magic, which is very strange.
Fabulous.
Huh.
So I don't know what to tell you. I guess we need to watch out.
Glev, have you ever heard of Azrakoth?
Azrakoth, yes. You notice he looks around. He tries to say the name kind of low under his breath. Yes, I might have mentioned it last night, but I do recall hearing this name or reading it, or both. Drago, what about you?
Just what we talked about last night. I do not know much more beyond that.
Duh. I know perhaps you're not as much as a scholar type, but it is ancient word. It is either name of angelic lord or it is name of demonic lord. And again, the two are very similar. They're both from not our worlds. But I trust the Valkyr more than I do the demons.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, is that a lore roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never heard of it until now.
Well, that's quite all right.
I just noticed Madison has elf ears on. Cute. Very cute. Because Abigail has slightly tapered ears. They're a bit butchered.
They're not butchered. I couldn't find butchered ones. Has to get those customized, I believe.
Yes.
But well, anyways, this is a worry for another day. We need to go back to Ivanovich's home and stop a civil war.
Da.
So,
But
my lord, that is where we're heading.
we will watch out for you, and if you notice anything or need any assistance with what's going on, you let us know. We need to catch it in, what is the term? Nip it in the bud, as it were.
It's a herbalism term, yes.
The
Abigail's eye just twitches a little bit. And she's like,
very well.
Magus comes walking up.
You seem
Ah,
a
so
little
I've
bit.
been told I've missed all
strange.
the fun again.
You missed all
Drago.
the fun, my friend.
So
Drago just gives him a wide-eyed stare and sort of like scooches his chair over.
Magus just looks back like, Drago, do not worry. I'm sure you will find without me there. With my axe.
He
So-
just like takes a drink of water and puts it down.
It would have been nice to have your axe, my friend. It was but the fight was easy. Nothing to worry about.
So wait, so there was a fight.
The little crazy demon crawls out of portal above a tablet, and we kill it before it gets all the way out. It dies, and then a second one comes out. We kill it, and it dies, and then we leave before more come out.
That's all?
I mean, you can go down and have more come out and fight them yourself if you'd want to.
I don't see the purpose of
Perhaps-
that. Okay. Demons in the castle, I thought it was supposed to be safe here.
So did I.
Do these
So did I.
Lord and Lady know of this? Or shall we just keep it to ourselves?
I say we don't bother because we kind of snuck into this section where the demons were, so maybe
Ah.
we weren't supposed to go there. Anyway,
We
let's leave
weren't.
it alone.
Kind of surprised.
Remember, I erased the mind of the boy that. caught-
Yes. Little bit of mind wipe and the little boy
Uh-huh.
runs off happy.
Yeah, I knows this magic as well.
Mm.
Glev is like, that is very wise. That is good. I hate to betray our guests, but it is better off that they do not know, says Glev.
No.
My lord, so do you wish to have the horses ready soon? We're
No, I think we should leave
normal time?
right away. Finish our meals. Magus, you fill your tankard and drink it on the horse, and we go quick.
I get my gear and my scythe, and I go down and meet you in the feast hall.
Good.
So Glev heads on out, grabs his scythe and his symbol of his station, and heads downstairs. So you guys are up in a tower. There's like spiral steps leading down. So does everybody go or
Hmm.
not?
Duh.
I walk with Abigail, keeping a very close eye on her demeanor.
Okay.
Something is.
Drago seems to be doing that to Magus.
I mean, she's trying to hide it, so I'm not sure if you have to do a roll, but she's definitely. Something's off.
Yeah, I'm
It's
doing it out of
well,
compassion. I'm not doing it out of fear.
Perception
Well,
check if you want.
It's
The
it's
three of us all
almost
witnessed
as
you
if she's
talking
like
to-
really in her own head, like
Mhm.
almost as if she was trying to like talk to someone in her head.
Yeah, we heard you say demon daddy, so we know.
Yes.
God, I miss all the good stuff. Oh, well, I'll sing of Isavam at breakfast. So you guys make it down to the feast hall, as it were. Not much of a feast, it's just typical a few servants and a couple of house knights that are kind of feasting. You don't even see the lord and lady yet, which is Vortigern and Giliana, I think is the countess's name.
I rolled a 26 on my empathy check.
Oh, you can definitely tell that something's off with Abigail. Like, and you could tell she's trying to hide it, but
I'm trying to stay close, just
Yeah,
letting her
also-
know that I'm giving her the
okay.
basically my presence being nearby in case she needs it.
You can tell she didn't sleep very well as well. So a couple of servants bring you out platters of fairly basic foods, black bread and some leftover stewed apples from last night and some leek soup. And then eventually Lord Martavia comes in, Vortigern. My friends, I hope you slept well enough. So, you must tell me, Ivanovich, what are you planning to do today?
We are heading back down to my family's home. I must find out what is going on down there.
Of course, I wish you to be my eyes as well.
Hmm.
My spies are not as keen as they once were, yes?
Well, I do business for the blood disciple now. But I will happily. You are a ally of my family and have been for many years.
I do
and
not
so-
know whether to applaud or distrust you being in service of the crown. I am altogether at the same time appalled and impressed.
Just know that I took on the blood disciples to serve Mortavia, to serve Mulovia. That is what you need to know. To serve Mulovia.
I am curious. I will understand if you do not answer me, but many rumors have passed over the last decade that the blood disciples are not as loyal to the crown as they once were. Can you say anything about that?
Unfortunately, I do not know firsthand, but between you and I, one can hope.
Well, again, a double-edged sword on that, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, enjoy the not bread. And
Could I trouble you? Could I trouble you for some black slavka before we leave?
of course, it is very late. I mean, early in the
It
evening.
is early.
I did not sleep particularly well. I forgive.
Someone already started their day drinking.
I'm a Mulovian noble. I have little else to do other than well, rule a province.
And an attractive wife. to say the least.
Speaking of which, she did not sleep as well as Ilyana. Perhaps she will join us before you leave. Yes, sir, go bring the Slavka. You there. And he just points at a servant who he clearly doesn't know the name of. And the servant hastens off and returns at about 60 heartbeats with a flagon of black Slavka.
Very good.
There you go to start your day off.
I take a good pull. I go to pass it to any of my comrades, first offering it to Abigail. Did you care for some this morning?
Um,
Do they
Sure.
drink this in Brythia? I wonder. Probably not.
we do not.
I
As
don't-
she takes it and sips and passes it on.
Maybe I will send the merchant caravan to your Brythia one of these days to sell it. Perhaps there is a market for it.
I'm not sure. It is an acquired taste, but maybe there will be a few adventurous folk in Brythia. I don't know. I have not been myself, but one day maybe.
And Brythia is adventurous.
I should have to get out there one of these days. So, how much did you drink, Abigail? Like a big, decent amount?
Yeah, she probably took a little bit more than she tried to hide it at the sip and just like tipped a little bit further back.
Kept it going.
So make an endurance roll. DC 10, not DC, DL. Dang it. Running too much D&D 5e for kids. Difficulty level, not difficulty class.
Oh,
How
Yeah.
fitting.
and a little bit inebriated.
About a minute. Oh no, this is out. About a minute later, you are collapsed. You were. It put you out. For 1
Yeah,
hour.
right. Yeah, right before it, she's like,
A couple of servants come over to tend to you as you slump into the chair.
"Mhm."
She has not slept well. Leave her to sleep. We will carry her. I will
Now
put
you
her on my
see
horse.
why most of us do not drink black Slavka so early in the day. Come, make sure she is fine. I don't wish a guest to die on my watch.
She will not die. She is a very strong woman.
Yes.
Magus, you take your pull next, huh?
Yes, Magus. And he like grabs the cup and shoves it in Magus' face.
Okay. He takes it, gives Drago kind of a double glance. Yeah, and he skull, and he drinks a lot of it. So his endurance.
Everyone getting drunk before the road.
But he's fine. He seems invigorated by it. +1 to vigor. He's like, yeah. I'm sorry. He does look concerned for Abigail, but
Her head is like now on the table. She's gone.
yeah. Is all right, Glev?
She did not sleep well.
Probably fine. Well, I don't
August,
think it was that. I
she
think he
needed-
was drinking the Black Lotus Slavka.
She needs to sleep, and this was the best way for that to happen. I think she had troubled sleep last night. So,
My lord, I apologize for our guest. It is fine. You wanted the Black Slavka, and I willingly gave it. It is all right. I've had worse things happen at my table, I assure you, priest. So,
if anybody's done, I will finish that black Slavka. You can pass it this way.
of course, and he kind of slides the goblet over. Is Drago taking a
No,
draw
he just like passes it on.
after he saw Abigail go? That person is evil.
Like, well, she's poisoned. No.
I will assist Abigail and take her through the horses and get her all square.
Duh,
You go, like,
that would be
stand
that
up
would be
and-
good.
I'm sorry for your friend Abigail, but it is it used to be a test, and she would have failed in the old days.
But she passed it quite vigorously last night. So
That is good. Ivanovich,
the
you are I'm curious. The Black Slavka, or any Slavka, does it even bother you in your current state? For I, of course, know your secret now.
unfortunately the Black Slavka no longer holds the same boons or problems as it once did.
Very well.
Neither does pretty much any other beverage similar.
I shall pray
Sadly.
to Endorok and for your guidance. Or I was about to say salvation, but that is not the proper word.
I think between you and I, this feels like I'm already saved.
It's just there are many stories of the dark path of the vampire.
Hmm.
Beware. I know I'm just a babbling old man. But Ilyana knows more of these arcane things. I don't know if I have told you, but she is a bit of a sorceress, actually. She has been studying. She has arcane books down in the librarium and such. I do not even
Interesting.
understand most of it.
She's very skilled in the arcane, yes?
I would not go that far, but
Oh,
she has become very interested in the occult and esoterical knowledge and that sort of
interesting. Very
Yeah.
good.
What do you require of me? Shall I give you a few days of food or feed for your horses? I know it's not a very long ride at all.
Oh, it is like a day and a half almost, I think. Maybe two.
I think. Yes, at the edge of the forest in the Raven.
Uh,
Your lands in the forest, you woodsman people.
We like to stay a little secluded, stay away from the larger cities for the time being. That is why we survived. We were tucked away in the woods, as it were.
My
But no, I think we are good. We some feed for the horses and maybe a day's rations or so for us, just in case we get hung up in a big snowstorm. But otherwise, I think we are good. We did talk about the potential of your assistance in procuring mercenaries for my family should I need it. I know you did not want to get involved with the civil war between the von Glonoviches and the von Mulovs, but technically you are just loaning us the money and we are then buying the thing. So you are not involved. We are just, borrowing money.
I did order those soldiers. They were waiting outside the gate. They probably will come to the gate today.
But
Let
again,
you
that is
borrow.
just your money being used to help us, not you directly. So
Yeah,
don't worry. I don't think the
we
king
shall
is going
see.
to
We
make
shall
a big stink of it.
Remember, if this must be resolved with blades and blood, then make sure it is over quickly, or else King Vortimir will get involved, and then there is a whole shit show.
Oh, I wish it to be over very quickly, and I think it will be. I
Not
formulate plans
underestimate
on the
the
fly.
Von they're very powerful.
Duh.
From what I've heard, you might have done some damage to their family already.
To kill the viper, you must cut off the head. The rest of the body will writhe and raggle, but it will die.
I must remind myself daily that I am the head of this house. Someday the rest of it will wriggle and rabble, as you say. Anyway, it is late.
Meanwhile,
I think the Slavka has not hit me well either.
Well, you take care of yourself.
Meanwhile, Drago's outside trying to check Abigail's vitals and rolling a 7 on his healing arts.
How'd you carry her out there?
What is your
Yeah.
physique?
My physique? Well, it's not great, but I mean, I don't know. Is she totally can't be roused?
Her weight is
I'm
7.
physique 1, so I was just wondering if you could carry me.
Oh, that's her.
Bulk 7?
Yeah.
Well, I can carry up to 15 burdened.
Lightness
so-
almost oh no, it's actually 10 plus 2 times physique when you're not. Anyway, you can at least go half speed, burdened.
Mhm.
So
But-
yeah, even for having elven blood, she's fairly solid. She's got some wiry muscle and somewhat tall, right? Abigail is.
Yeah, she's fairly-ish.
Yeah.
In the equivalent of
5'11".
600 gold coins. So,
So you could sell her for that, but so 7 on healing arts.
So much more now.
I mean, his
With
first
this on my
assumption
hand, I
was
worked
that
so much more.
because of his madness, his first assumption was that she was poisoned. So
Magus did it. I knew it.
Yeah.
At which point he bends her over a stump and like sticks his fingers in her throat to try and make her throw up.
Can I make a resolve?
Well, there's not much you can do. You're unconscious.
Okay.
So Drago, make another healing arts roll then. So with that
Alright.
first roll, that's a diagnosis. You can't really tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're, I guess, inebriated, but it seems like there's more to it.
11.
Okay, so you managed to, she involuntarily throws up without getting choked on her own bile.
Here, and he like hands her his
And it-
water skin. Is like, drink.
It does wake her up, yeah. You're still really out of it, though, Abigail.
Drago, why were your fingers down my throat?
I think you've been poisoned. I do not think that is Magus back in the tavern. You've been poisoned, Abigail.
Drago, let me tell you something. I'm a poisoner. I would know if I was poisoned.
Are you sure?
Yes, and
Well, whether you were poisoned or not, that is not Magus.
Drago,
Yes.
what do we do when we're not sure if our allies are our allies? What do we do?
Ask them how many points are on my crown.
This is what you need to ask anyone.
All right,
you-
fine.
Right, I'll be fine. Especially now that your fingers are not in my mouth.
Very well. I apologize, but it was necessary. I had to make sure that you were okay.
I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have such a
Right.
headache.
Yeah, you currently have the poison condition. Moderately poisoned.
she's like, yeah, I know it's like Black Lotus. I drink a
Yeah.
little bit of Black Lotus. Of course I'm poisoned, but she's not, she's trying to dismiss him. But she's like, just ask him the question.
All right, very well.
Fine. And if he can't answer the question, you come to me and we'll kick his butt. All right.
All right. You stay here and rest. I'm gonna go check on the others.
Mhm.
And he like sits her down and like heads back in the building.
Okay, you're out in the stables.
Yeah.
Okay. So Abigail, there's a couple of stable workers out there, including a couple soldiers that are saddling up a horse. One of the soldiers kind of glances over and you can tell he's just like, not my business. I'm staying out of it.
Mhm.
And Drago runs back inside, only to find Count Mortavia throttling Ivanovich. Oh, sorry, I skipped ahead a little bit. But no, it looks like they're getting ready. So even the Count makes a quick breakfast, stands up, and in all of his kind of old finery. Well, it has been a pleasure meeting your new friends, Ivanovich. Heed my words, though, and I will heed yours. All that we have discussed.
Duh. It will.
Take care of that girl, that half she girl, or whatever she is, the Brithian.
Duh. I will take good care of her. She is a good ally. Good to have around.
I've noticed she. Never mind.
What do you notice?
Trying to say something, and
What have you noticed?
you make a persuasion roll if you want. Like
Okay.
he doesn't. He decide not to finish the sentence.
Persuasion, my persuasion.
All your massive renown bonuses here. So
I get my renown bonus?
Yep.
Excellent.
You carry some weight here, even as a vampire.
14. Okay.
Plus 14.
Bam!
Not only does he finish the sentence, but he divulges the ancient secrets of his family. So he says, you say that, and it's kind of cuts right to him, like you said, kind of sharply and with some authority. And he says, forgive, I was going to say I did not see any teeth marks on that girl's neck. Such as the legends go of the vampire.
Oh, well, I do not feed on my comrades readily. Only in dire emergency would that be taking place, and only at their behest or their approval. Now, on others and the common folk, perhaps a little more. On my enemies, most definitely.
Yes, a suitable weapon, I would imagine. Well, the
It can
common
be.
folk are but little more than chattel anyway.
Meh.
Travel well. I will have my men put a few days of feed in the saddlebags for your steeds.
Thank you. That is very kind.
May the
I will
war go
give-
well if it comes to it.
Well, I expect to come out victorious. But
Very
so do
well.
all winners.
I expect to stay out of it, unless I must. If
Ah.
my caravan routes are clogged, then I will get, as you know, money is the lifeblood of my family, not so much warfare or politicking or anything else.
I would not dream of interrupting your caravan routes and your trade routes. And if the von Glonovich decides that that's what he wants to do, then more swift will be his downfall.
Very good. Well,
Yeah.
good
Your
travels.
hospitality has been great.
Good travels, my fellow lord.
I thank you.
Glev bows to him, and we thank you very much, my lord and my lady. All right, so we are off. Let me go check on. Oh wait, there's Drago. Drago, how is Abigail?
She is doing quite all right. She is recovering. Before we head out, I did want to do something. I wanted to thought it would be good if we all reaffirmed our loyalties. So I wanted to ask how many points are on my crown. Magus, you go first.
Are you doing that here? Magus is like, wait, what? He's like finishing some ale, still at the table. What? What? Else we're doing is a crown sing again. Scheisse. 9. Not Scythian 9, not none, but 9.
Yes.
Wait, I can't. One more than 8.
Duh.
What did we fight on the boat?
What?
What did we fight on the boat?
Was the boat?
Heading.
The things. Oh, the trolls. On the island. That?
Yes, the sea trolls. Yes, very well.
What the hell, world? What's going on?
Nothing. We should get going.
All right. He's so he follows you on, still apparently clueless about what's happening. And,
Drago still keeps kind of like looking over his shoulder back at him, but is at least like moving forward.
At one point, Magus like pulls his axe out as a joke. When you look back, he's like, "Ah, did I get you? Yeah."
Drago just like puts his hand on his dagger.
Come on, it was a joke.
We will keep the jokes a little light. We must hurry.
Hey, well,
Drago, you ride near Abigail and myself. Make sure she
Very
stays
well.
safe.
Sounds good.
I would be by as well. Whatever. So you get to the stables about this point out in the courtyard, and yep, Abigail's laying in some hay off to the left. Soldiers and stable boys are just kind of ignoring her.
We will put her on my horse so that we can ride safely and swiftly.
Glev looks her over. Drago, looks like she has expelled food. She has vomited.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, just she's a fake.
Shout it to the world, why don't you?
I'm sorry, I did not realize that you were conscious.
Mm.
That's good. You can choke on your own bile. I don't want to go into the details, but it can be quite nasty.
No, please don't.
Abigail, are you fit for riding?
Mhm.
A terrible question, I understand.
She will ride on my horse with me. I will keep her safe.
Mm.
We Drago could lead your horse
Perhaps.
behind. Or
Yes, very well. If she's riding on Ivanovich's horse, perhaps we could just tie them together.
yes, we'll trail her horse behind. Yes, none of us are the best riders, unfortunately. I think Ivanovich is the best.
Well, I
Yes.
appreciate that, but you know, I grew up with horses and everything else is a noble. You have to learn these things.
Well, there is that, and there's also not much competition amongst us. I've noticed.
Maybe this is.
There is that.
Maybe I can only ride horses when I'm drunk.
Ah,
I don't
That is a
think we should test
possibility.
that, maybe.
Maybe this is a possibility.
So, do you want to ride on your own horse?
Absolutely not.
Very
And
well.
she climbs on top of yours.
Very well.
with some help, she gets up there. Actually, she's very agile. She could probably do it even in this state.
Yeah.
Very well.
+4 agility, I think, right?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Mm.
Yes, let's head out.
Let's
Let's
just
go
go.
south.
I have not made a sacrifice to Endrock today, but perhaps I will with something we meet on the way.
Well, we always
can
have
hope.
Drago.
Excuse me?
Drago would make
Don't-
worthy
don't pay her
sacrifice.
any
I
mind.
don't
She
think
is,
he was willing.
She's had a hard day.
Oh, we could
He-
sacrifice me and see if that whole thing works
I-
out.
I don't want to try that quite yet. I don't want to put that to test quite yet.
Mm.
Endrock might be disappointed in a wounded and drunk sacrificial victim. That was
Although
never mind. That was terrible. All right, let's go. Magus is like Magus occasionally keeps looking at Drago like what's going on? So you so you ride out of the keep, which is in the middle of the city of Mortavia, which is a pretty large city, and over 20,000 people that live here, which in northern standards in Mulovia, that's yeah, a lot of people. And you ride out to the main street. I assume you leave the south gates because, as Ivanovich knows, your lands are south of here.
We would go the most direct route to our lands.
Well, they'll post a map. Wait, what? I assume you're recording a meeting. All right, whatever that means. Zoom is trying to tell me something. Why is it? It will not let me minimize Zoom for some. Even though I've done it in the past. All right, so I will work around it. I'm gonna post a. Oh, there it goes. Post a map of Mulovia, I suppose. Oh no, there's already one up here. So do you guys see the red square?
Duh.
Yeah, that's obviously Mortavia. That's where you are. And you just basically have to go to. This map is not very accurate. But you have to go to sort of the top of the E and the S of forest, even though it's not technically that deep into the forest. Very small land holding. And you guys, yeah, you ride off. Abigail feeling like crap.
Hmm. It's starting to get a little funny now.
As you ride out, your cloak hoods are probably up because it's actually kind of raining. It's sleeting a little bit.
Normally, mine would be
Like
pulled
some
back
gray.
in other circumstances, but right now I'm trying to avoid the sun.
So yeah, like I was saying, it's very sleety, snow and very, very overcast. So
And
it's
I still have my hood pulled all the way up, avoiding the sun.
great for yes.
Abigail is just looking up at the sky and just goes,
If anything, the weather might wake you up a little bit
"Mhm."
or not. So you arrive on the bit after about half hour. You're out well outside the gates, and you can see the black towers of Mortavia being left behind. You can see forest to the west and south, the Bloodthorn forest, although Magus is still convinced it's the Wraithwood.
Mhm.
And
No, Raven Mist. No, Wraithwood. That's right.
Ravenwood.
Wraithwood is the Raven.
oh, this
Mist.
is the Raven Mist. Yeah, this map is wrong. It says the Bloodthorn Mist. That's the
It's
Raven Mist. Bloodthorn is connected to it down here, so it's like 50% correct. So yeah, you this muddy track kind of goes south and eventually it goes to Urov and possibly all the way into Eridorn. But after you travel a couple hours, you know to take a right on this smaller path. And all this is starting to look very familiar to Ivanovich now as you head west towards
It
the
looks
edge
like
of
my home.
and the old, the old castle.
Just feel hot breath behind your ear and then goes away.
Yeah. So you,
Close to home.
Hmm.
when you take a right on the road, the east road or west road,
Mhm.
sorry, you travel about half an hour, and Ivanovich at this point realizes you're still about an hour and a half, 2 hours from the castle proper, or manor house. It's not even really a full castle. And everybody make perception rolls.
Sight, hearing, empathy.
Sight or forest. And don't forget, if you're Mulovians, you get another +1 bonus because it's snow on the ground.
No.
13.
Ooh-ah.
All right, Drago is 23. Nice. 11.
Hey, the Mulovians are doing well.
Abigail's still just like looking at the sky and going,
Enjoy the
So
snow.
close.
It's good.
Oh, by the way, it's been, oh yeah, it hasn't been, actually it's been about exactly 2 hours. So Abigail, you're actually just now kind of snapping out of it.
hmm.
The cold is kind of, so basically you failed the roll by 3, so you were actually, would have been incapacitated for 3 hours. So it's been 3 hours. So, but Drago broke you out of it kind of early, at least conscious.
Conscious, but really not functional.
Yeah. Those effects have just started to wear off.
Yeah.
And
Ivanovich, you might have heard her muttering something about thrones and stars, crown made out of stars.
Well, it is made out of black iron and blood, but
No, different.
different crown.
Mm.
Is this from the demon daddy?
What? Oh,
Hmm?
no, nothing. Nothing. I'm just.
Glev starts paying particular attention.
Very well. You will tell me when you are ready. I will hold my concern until it is due.
Abigail, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right. At least it is good weather, yeah?
It is beautiful Mulovian weather, but it is a little too sunny for me.
Ivanovich, it's
Da.
literally cloudy and it's snowing.
Well, it is a little too sunny for me. The sun is too bright.
Well,
Just feel her hand like over the top of your hood. It's like, as
Yes,
she slides it down.
I'm grabbing it back. No, it is too sunny. I'm pulling put the
It's
hood
not-
back up. Too
no.
sunny.
It's
Let
too
the
sunny.
madman have his hood.
It's too sunny. Too bright outside. I cannot risk it. It is not safe. You saw what it did to well, hell, now I can't remember his name. Why do I never remember anybody's
Wolfgar.
name?
It's
Wolfgar, that's right. Wolfgar.
I don't think it will burn you though. You've walked without your hood on before.
It was never this sunny out, though. It was never quite this bright.
my lord, it's actually quite overcast.
We are almost home. Once we get
Where's that?
inside, I can take the hood off, maybe. We'll see. It's
All right.
sometimes too bright in the building as well.
I mean,
Her
admittedly, is
Her
it
hand goes off, and then she waits like 20 seconds, and then she's gonna dart and jank it off.
Oh,
is
Ivanovich panics a little bit and he puts it back on his head very quickly.
And finds the baby somehow.
Finds the baby.
It's like Ivanovich. I didn't know you could procreate.
when that happens, Ivanovich, if you would make a resolve roll,
Resolve. Okay.
yes.
I don't think I have any bonuses for that particular resolve. No, I do not. Okay.
Like specialties.
Yeah, my specialties are for turning and blood. So that's not either one of those things.
Cowl remover,
That's right.
not hood remover. What did you get? Oh, yeah.
I'm putting it on right now with the roll and the go. Not very good.
Oh,
Oh man. So when Abigail did that, it like freaked you out. And
Animal handling
you can
check.
play it like you want, but it angered you for that because because of your condition.
Right. I will pull up hard on the reins of my horse. Most likely forcing the horse to buck up into, doing the standard standing up like a
So
wheelie,
handling.
which might throw Abigail from the back. I'm not sure.
We'll see how good your animal handling result is.
Yes.
43.
I gotta type it in here.
What, this one?
Should have Torben do it for you.
All right. Well, that may not be as accurate. There we go.
Okay, I missed by one of Abigail not having to make a. So yeah, so Abigail, you pull the hood back like and suddenly like he just like grabs a reins, a horse lurches. And so Abigail, you need to make an acrobatics or animal handling roll.
Oh, acrobatics. We know we don't roll animal handling with me.
No longer have the penalty at least. I mean, literally that condition left like 5 minutes ago.
Is this considered balance?
Yeah. Yep.
I get a bonus.
Big one.
Nice.
A 31.
You're like, whatever. That was nothing. So it doesn't throw you off, but you're kind of like probably like what the.
You keep creating things out of thin air.
I do. It is a magical gift from the vampire.
The vampires can just create kittens out of anywhere, then
Kittens, and cute babies.
cute babies.
No, don't step on the keyboard. That doesn't work.
But yeah, you just feel her like tighten around you. She's like,
And I snatch my hood up because now you've let go of my hood.
yeah.
There we go. That's the kitty cat. I
You
know.
could have thrown me off.
Please, it is too bright outside. The jest and the jokes are dangerous.
Drago interrupts and puts his hand up. You two, I think we are being watched.
You're being watched.
I
I got the same perception as you did. How come I did not see this?
Because I
well,
was
ahead.
as Drago says
Look up
that,
ahead.
and you look away from your current business, you do see that there are several figures in the tree line up ahead, trying to be hidden. They're humanoid. And Glev,
Very well.
Glev is like, I think I see them as well. Magus is, I don't see Shaisa. Should we ask what they want, or shall we just, could they be your people?
How
Well,
many are there?
Do they just look like shadows to us, or can we make something out?
As you look a little closer there, you can see bits of regular clothing. They look like to be people, probably, maybe bandits. There's a lot of black clothing though, but it's Mulovia. That's not that unusual.
Right.
Right.
Are they on foot or do they have horses?
You don't see any horses, but they could be tied up off in the tree line. They're just you do see the glint of steel. You do see like spears and maybe a couple swords, sabers.
How many?
I mean, they're pretty well hidden even with what you rolled, but there's at least a half a dozen, probably more.
Lovely.
So far, they haven't revealed themselves. So this map I just posted, so you guys know. See this bridge right here over the stream? So you guys are on a trail that heads over this like makeshift bridge that you recall being the edge of your father's territory.
Oh, good. I don't see a map. It is always the way it works for my computer for whatever reason.
I
Oh,
don't
it's at the bottom of the page.
No, I do not. When you are clicking, I see the ring of the where you are identifying, but all I see are white squares.
It's
Does
the
anybody
same.
else see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
I think
That's-
it's the browser we might be using.
do
I'm
you
using
see it, Madison?
Chrome.
Ugh,
Madison, do you see it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let's make sure I
I-
see something else.
I am using Fiery
browser.
Fox, and I don't think the Fiery Fox worky well.
Do y'all see this one? No.
I still don't see shit. I see our peoples. I see this
that's all right.
interesting brown tablety looking thing,
He's okay.
and that's all I see.
What about this one? No?
Nope, I see nothing.
Dang it. All
It's okay.
That's all
Use
right.
our imagination.
Yeah, so just know it's like a, yeah, faint, it's a muddy track leading through light forest, and you just crossed the river.
Very
Right.
well.
Should we try to outride them?
I think we should
Perhaps I
continue on,
can-
yes, until we make it to my home.
Yes.
If you all want to wait here, I can go ahead and scout ahead on foot and try and be stealthy about it. Try and gather some more information. But
Don't you have a bird?
it's true, but his information gathering is limited. And
Yeah, it's not clear that they noticed you guys. I mean, it would stand to reason because you were kind of on a main trail. So if you wanted to hide in the trees, you might could. There's
think
some
you should,
there's some ways away.
I think you should stay on your horse, Drago. You don't want to get separated from us.
Da.
very well.
We don't want you separated.
I'm not so sure they even notice us.
Well,
Huh?
they will as we keep riding.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do we want to hide and send a scout ahead, or do we just wish to travel ahead?
They just wish to travel ahead. If they are bandits, they will meet their end very quickly. If they are soldiers for my father, then we will explain who we are. If they are von Glonovich men, they need to die anyway. So of the three, I'm not too worried.
Very
good.
well.
So what are y'all doing?
We are riding ahead.
All right, all as a same unit as a group. All right. Oh, Torvin teleported again. Now he's partly teleported.
Oh no! He's being bitten! Ivanovich has now become prey!
I like the landscape too, by the way. That's kind of similar to the terrain that you're in because there's mountains in the distance. Speaking of
Yeah.
the terrain that you're in, you guys head ahead on this muddy track that leads to further into your lands. And as you get closer, Drago, everybody notices, but particularly Drago and Ivanovich, because they succeeded in that initial perception roll, that you see a tent just off the trail as well to the left, like 10 yards off. The tent has a blood red rose embroidered on it on 4 sides of it.
Oh,
And-
good. So it is a von Glonovich tent, huh?
And several soldiers standing around it, and black chainmail, which is very indicative of his soldiers as well, and a couple of them with tabards with the red rose on it. On a
Are
black-
these with the same people that were standing that we saw earlier?
This looks like a different unit.
How many?
They're not black lions. They do look to be von Gulanovich men. There's about a dozen or so. And of course, since you're not sneaking, they eventually kind of look that way. 2 of them were kind of guarding the path anyway. They were kind of right near it,
Hmm.
and they step out into the road. I'm
I
sorry,
am
my
wearing my
friends.
Blood Disciple armor, by the way.
Oh, you're wearing that? Okay.
Oh, yes.
Halt. We wish to ask good questions. One of them said in Mulovian.
Well, Drago and probably everyone turns to Ivanovich. It's like,
We are
Yeah.
on Blood Disciple business. Step aside.
Make a persuasion roll.
Intimidation this time, and I get my bonus for the blood armor and for my renown, I'm assuming.
Only if they know who you are. So let me see. You're not trying to hide who you are, right?
No, I'm not.
Not disguise. What's your renown again, Eric? Or
12.
12, all right, so 25. Okay. At least one of them seems to know who you are.
Okay,
Which
so
would
give
be
me a
your
moment. I will
advantage.
type in the plus 16 I get now to the roll.
So you're not using terrifying presence, just regular intimidation?
Duh, just regular intimidation.
Roll it, Torvin. So cute.
I know, that's the most beautiful smile.
Yeah, Torvin too. Torvin.
Oh.
25.
25. Could have been better, but at least it wasn't terrible.
So the guy that had some bravado, the guy talking, probably some sort of captain, kind of freezes up for a moment, like he quite didn't expect that. Of course, my lord, you are a blood disciple from Transia, yes?
Duh.
Um,
We've been sent down to investigate what is happening down at the Von Mulov household. You will step aside the king's business.
my lord, you are Ivanovich von Mulov?
Which is why the king has sent me to go investigate.
My lord, my troops, we are soldiers of von Glonovich. We are here to surround your castle. I'm afraid you are our enemy.
Ah, does the king know this?
King Von, he does not need to know. It is not my business. I have my orders.
Yeah, it is becoming blood disciple business, which means the king now knows it, which means not a good thing for you or your lord. Perhaps this is not a wise decision, and you need to take that news back to him.
Of course, but you are you are wanted. You and your friends must come with me.
I will go to the home of the Von Mulov and I will ask the Lord Von Mulov what is on his side. I have now heard your story. I need to hear his.
Your
Why
father,
there is a disturbance in this part of town.
your father, you speak of.
As of right now, I am on blood disciple business. He is Lord Von Mulov.
Well, I wish your father well, but we're at. I have my orders. And then you see suddenly another soldier.
So wait, your orders surpass that of the king.
My orders, my oath is with my Lord von Glonovich, not with Lord Vladimir.
Okay.
Otherwise, he says that.
And Von Glonovich does not swear fealty to the king?
I do not speak for my lord.
Ah, but you are speaking for your lord right now.
I am
By
doing my
doing the
job.
lord's orders.
Please forgive. You see another man stride up next to him. He's wearing half plate, like he's got plate and chain. Pretty nice fancy surcoat. Might actually be a knight or something. What is this? Ah, my lord, I'm afraid we have orders that you are to return with us to my lord von Glonovich. Blood disciple.
Your orders are not higher than that of the king and the blood disciples.
Enough talk.
When I have fulfilled my orders, perhaps you can then fulfill yours. But
Capture
that
them.
all depends.
He shouts over his shoulder. And everybody roll initiative. Oh no.
Lovely.
Even despite of which is 25 on persuasion. No, Drago gets a 13. And Abigail to 20. Oh, who was that?
That was my dog.
Cool.
Yeah, vowels and on it.
She probably saw a neighborhood dog.
He's playing Radu. Which Drago, who else do we have? Oh yeah, Glev. We'll get a what is it? I think it's plus 1. Oh wait, no, plus 2. So didn't roll very well for him. Why do I have Drago twice? So Glev is an 8. Magus. That's a 17. All right. And Von Glanovich soldiers. Appropriately enough, because when he gives this order, like half of them are kind of like, you could tell they're like, holy, you could tell they don't want to assault a blood disciple or his friends. The other half are kind of gung-ho, they're like, yeah, let's do this. And as such, their initiative is not particularly good. So wait. Do you guys see these tokens? Hold on just a second, sorry. First of all, do you guys see your tokens pretty well, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, now my roll 20 decides not to work. I'm trying to fetch tokens. Oh, here they go. You're populating. You're taking forever to populate. Populate. So, what's a bunch of learn things? Sometimes I might just have to use them. Whatever. All right, I'm just gonna grab the only ones that are showing up are these weird looking dudes. So I'll use him. Okay, so the first to react to this crazy bit of nonsense is Abigail, right?
Yes. She's going to take her first action and try to tumble off the horse or get off the horse in acrobatic fashion.
All right. Do you want to try for a quick dismount
Yep.
and a little handling roll?
Oh, I can't just like tumble off, or it has to be
You
handling.
can, it's just, but it's an action. So if you succeed in the animal handling roll, you can dismount as a free action.
Mm, okay, never mind.
Otherwise, you can just tumble off as part of the like movement action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take my movement to get off the horse then for my first action.
Okay. All right. So you dismount. One more action.
And I'm going to do double shot arrow at the guy who did the order and the guy that we were speaking to. I'm assuming they're next to each other.
Yeah, I haven't really got them marked yet, but here we go. Trying to wait. Roll 20 is going really slow for me tonight. Is it working for y'all? Ish.
Working for me anyway.
I can see the tents, or the tent I can see for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
And whatever that brown block is, I can see it too.
Mm-hmm.
That
But
was
you can't see any of the enemies.
No.
I cannot see any enemies. There are no bad guys, just the tent.
Me neither. It's okay. That's why I said I named the two that I knew were there.
I can see
All
the
right.
tent.
I guess you guys are in theater of the mind mode.
The
So here, I'll just click. So the guy originally talking on the path was here,
Okay.
and then fancy guy that walked up is here.
Yeah. My first arrow is a 15.
Sweet. At which one?
Um
You
one
said the
of
guy,
those two.
the fancier guy, probably the knight or the captain. Or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
One's got a little better armor than the other, but so unless you want to choose, I'll roll randomly because I would need to know which it's going at.
Yeah, I mean I didn't specify, so I guess it should be random.
So one on the left, so the chainmail first guy that was talking. 15. All right, so that will technically hit, but it just skims off of his chainmail and
Alright.
helmet harmlessly.
And the other one isn't gonna do crap either.
Yeah, that misses entirely. All right, double shot. That was 2 stamina points.
Yep.
All right, it's Magus's turn. So Magus will. He's like, yeah, finally, my lord. Is it permission to kill or to capture? I don't care. Whatever. He goes running up. Let's see, Magus. No, he'll probably. I would think he would cast Cloud of Madness because it's a group.
That is probably what he would do. He is a big fan of Cloud of Madness.
One action, he steps forward. Yeah. Second action, he mutters incantation. Yep, it works again. Not quite as potent as he's done in the past, but pretty decent. And that's gonna get. Let's see, 1, 2. I don't have them all populated yet, but that will get 6 of them. Jeez. All right. The first one. All right. There's 1, 2. Okay. Oh, finally. Wow. 2 of them actually resisted. 2 of the 6 resisted, believe it or not. 1 exploded at 20. Let's see if it's a crit. I doubt it. Oh, maybe 20, 36. Nope. Close. All right. So 6 of them are driven mad. Just give me a second. I have to crack open the book for that spell. I don't have that one particularly memorized. Cloud of Madness. Cloud of Madness. That's for Madison to work on her Scottish accent.
I'm going to quickly switch browsers and see if it fixes my issue.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do that. I was just doing that.
The browser thing.
Mm-hmm.
Would you stop it for me a little bit? Hey, with the wiggles.
Creature is numb-witted and stunned for the entire round.
Chrome seems to work well.
Yeah, that's what I got. Well, okay. All right, awesome.
I can now see bad guys, but I still can't see the background. But at least I can see bad guys, and horses and stuff.
There's no background
right now.
Oh, good. Then I can see the people in the things.
Okay, nice. What about you, Madison?
Chrome is having trouble even opening a page, so my internet is unstable.
Okay. I was gonna put the terrain up there, but if it's not really benefiting anyone, except for, well, it's benefiting everyone, but Madison seems like. I'm gonna try this one. Do you see this one, Madison?
The page is still opening. My Wi-Fi is really slow.
Well, I meant like in the original browser. Does everybody else see this one?
I do.
Okay.
I can see it, yes.
All right. There we go.
And I can see the people as well.
The
So
people.
pain in the ass.
All right. Draw a shape. All right. So the cloud, by the way, the cloud of madness. Generate like that. Oh wait, it's 7 guys actually.
Well, it could be circular, would it not?
I mean, it's a 5x5 square, but just game
Never mind.
mechanically, just to make it easier to. It's probably not.
So are these
actually
2 people?
fair.
These 2 people closest to me, are they the guys that stopped us on the road?
Yeah, this is a guy that walked out, plate and chain armor. This guy is the first guy that spoke, just chain melt.
Gotcha. Very well.
Oh, and the guy that walked didn't really walk up. He's actually mounted. This dude right here.
He's mounted. Look
He's
at him.
mounted. Guess I should have told you that.
Yeah.
So he is brown dot. They do have
Oh, he's got
horses tied
soiled
up.
his pants.
They have horses tied up on the other side of the tent, by the way. But no, none of them are mounted except for that guy. All right. So Magus did that, and now it's Ivanovich's turn. as they scream, and some of them scream in madness.
Let me see. He is on horseback. Remind me again, the horseback fighting. Is there anything special apart from me just going to him on my horse and slashing at him with my
Oh, if you have a weapon that has the mounted or mount characteristic, it gives you another +1 to strike a on foot, like sabers and lances and.
But there's no penalty from one mount to the other mount?
No.
Okay.
No.
But I can
Not for
as
melee.
a
Not for melee.
I can use hit and run, right?
Yeah, it says if you have, I think it's 3 or more skill levels in animal handling, you can use it on
Let's see,
horseback.
that is level
well as
page
on foot.
76. Give me a moment, I will get to page 76.
So if
And,
you have 3
hit
or
and
more
run.
skill levels.
If you have 3 or more skill in animal handling, which I have, I've got 5, so that'll work.
Yeah, you can use it on horseback as well as on foot.
Fantastic. So
Excellent.
I'm going to move up with my horse
Okay.
and my short sword drawn out quickly, and
Sure.
I'm going to slash at him
All right.
with my short sword, and then move past him.
Excellent. Mm.
And as I slash at him, I'm going to say Peralich.
Oh no. All right. Got to get to his armor. You did. Shit. Got nice armor and he parries pretty well too, but you get around his parry, find a soft spot, cut through the chainmail, and
Now he's got to beat DL 17.
for starters, it's 9 points of damage, which almost staggers him. And then as the sword goes cutting into his side, and then he has to endurance roll DL 17. And he will almost critically fail. So he is
Roman's excited.
paralyzed. That
That
guy.
is fantastic. And then as I do that, I'm going to round about him, which hit and run, it's like he couldn't do a attack of opportunity anyway. And I'm going to swing up behind this guy who first stopped us.
Okay.
And
All right,
that
guys.
is my 2 actions.
Hold on, I'm reconnecting on Roll20 really quick. Because some weird stuff's happening. All right. So what'd you say? Keep riding by him.
Okay. Does it smell it?
Riding by him. So he's paralyzed. Okay, good thing I reconnected because now it's working. That guy's paralyzed, right? Let's see. Whoa.
You are entering the cloud of madness now.
Yeah, you're at the edge of the cloud, Ivanovich.
Oh shit, I got to enter cloud. Well, okay, I would not enter cloud. I have had done that numerous times before.
Yes.
So I rolled up, I slash him.
Off to his right there instead of his left.
And then I swing. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to if when the paralytic connects,
Mhm.
I'm going to finish my movement to dismount.
Okay. Sweet. To make an animal handling roll.
Eek. Wrong button. There we go.
Torben. Oh yeah, you slide out of the saddle easily. Is 0 actions. Okay, and it's Drago's turn.
All right, Drago is going to use just his movement action to dismount. And then he's also going to do a double arrow shot. I suppose just at these 2 guys in front here.
All
And
right,
then
so one
him.
action you dismount, second action. This guy who said?
Yeah, or I guess this guy and this guy.
Or
2 guys are close together.
okay. So not just
So,
target, two different targets. All right.
yes. So first roll,
Dude.
26.
Woo!
We'll feather this
Yeah.
guy. Arm piercing 2, right? For your
Yeah.
Because
Sorry, what?
armor piercing 2, right?
Oh, yes.
All right, and so that's going to be 8 points of damage, dude. And he is
And then for the
staggered
second roll,
just barely.
just 18. And those both already have the 2 subtracted for the double arrow shot.
Okay. Shoot. Okay, yeah. So the second arrow just glances off of the top of his helmet harmlessly. Cool. That was 2 stamina points. All right, and Glev. Glev will. There's Glev right there. He runs up towards the bridge. Hmm. Yeah. And he starts muttering an incantation in the name of Andorok, points his scythe at the non-Verolich guy, and mental torment. And so the captain, the original guy speaking, will probably fight it here. Yep. Starts screaming in anguish, holding his head, blood pouring out of his nose. And stunned and takes 5 points of stamina damage. Dudes.
Mm.
Right. Not fatigued, but close. All right, and so Glev is down. Let's see, still 13 stamina left. All right, and then next would be Magus. Wait, oh, I skipped Magus. He has a 17. Oh no, we did. He cast.
No, Cloud of Madness.
Yeah.
So the soldiers, the enemy, kind of rattled from this cloud of sorcery, and Knight being paralyzed. There's actually more of them, by the way. I just haven't finished populating. His old when he was being bosted. Right now, different soldiers. Weird. So these guys, some of them come out of the tent. They kind of see this strange gray cloud. Most of them, if any of them, probably don't really know what it is, but they're still very suspicious of it. 1, 2, 3. Out. This guy comes running around. There's one more that you see. He's running around as well, and it's kind of chaos. This guy's kind of shouting orders. He's shouting shield wall, and some other guys shouting crossbows, and 2 crossbow bolts go flying at Drago. Drago's dodge is probably good enough. Is it 22 is your dodge?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you dodge the first bolt, and then another bolt flies at you, and you easily dodge that one. Cool. And Abigail has a crossbow bolt fly at her, just one, Madison. But she dodges easily. And then 2 of, or actually just the one here. Oh no, 2 of them. 2 shoot at Ivanovich. So Ivanovich, 23.
My 20 is my dodge.
So 4 points of damage.
Minus armor?
4 minus armor.
Well, it's
Or
not
armor.
silvered arrows, right?
It's not silver, nope.
So that's
yeah,
2 points of damage
2.
minus armor.
Yep.
No, I took nothing.
So nothing. Skims off. And the second shot will be also that misses. Okay. Cloud of Madness guys. Still stunned and Some are stunned and some are going into a mad frenzy of attacking the air around them. Guy runs around, Drago's there, Clove. Oh, that's right. One more is left to shoot at. Will he dare shoot at a high priest of Vanderrock? Nope, he shoots at Magus and misses. Okay, back to the top of the next round. Abigail.
Looks like
You're
you're
muted.
muted, Abigail.
Oh, Madison.
Okay, thanks. The square is Cloud of Madness, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to aim a shot at this one then.
Okay. This one that shot at Drago.
Huh?
That's just one that shot at Drago, just to let you know what was
Yes.
with them.
Hold on. Gotta pull that up. That is a 23 to hit.
23 will drill this guy. Despite chainmail and helmet. So that's 4 points of damage. You have armor piercing 1 or 2, right?
2.
5 points of damage. Gets through. All right. Staggers back a little bit, but not actually staggered. But kind of hurt. Is that it for Abigail?
And she'll take her movement to I'm assuming this is a rock. The rock is there. So she'll take cover behind that rock.
Right here?
Yeah.
It's actually not there. It's that's actually a trail.
Oh,
In
okay.
this
Well,
case.
never mind then. She'll just
All right.
stay
Now
on.
these are actually trees though. All these little weird looking splotches. Those are
Oh, okay. So
trees.
there's like a splot. So there's a splotch right next to Drago then.
Yeah, there's a tree there and a tree here.
She'll get behind the tree then.
Okay. And some horses. Okay.
Not the horses. She's not standing behind the horses. She'll
So
stand
are
behind
you trying to hide or are you just taking like cover?
just cover.
Okay.
I mean, unless I can hide. That
I mean,
way I can
I mean,
sneak
you
attack.
could, yeah, you don't have to move that far, so you can make a stealth check if you wanted to.
Sure.
You really wanted to? Go.
There's a 26.
Oh, they
I
all,
literally just step and I'm like, I am Shadow.
you merge into the tree like a dryad. So yeah, Drago one moment sees you, and then the next minute like, where the? I mean, he knows roughly where you are, obviously, but yeah, you are hidden. None of the enemies you're pretty sure know where you are. So I'll put a ninja mask on you for stealth. All right, and now when it's Magus. Magus is like, ah, and he starts chanting another spell. Sounds like it's more like a fire-based thing than a shadow thing. Hint, hint. And his battle axe bursts into flame. And he will. What to pick for that? Where's the fire thing? Here it is. Symbol. And then he shouts a Scythian war cry and runs up to the edge of the cloud. Tries to pummel that captain. It's like, ah! And let's see. Plus 9, plus 10 with battle axes. So that will kind of a glancing blow. His guy's chainmail and shield saved him a little bit, but still 7 points of damage. Which doesn't quite stagger him, but close. Oh wait, I forgot the fire. 10 points of damage. Forgot the 3 points of fire damage. So this guy, he has grit though, but he's looks pretty bad off. And it's Ivanovich's turn.
Good. Ivanovich is going to use his assassination ability and his beautiful fangs to end the captain in front of all of his men.
Okay.
Or the plate man, the plate wearer in front of all of his men.
The higher than captain. The
The-
mighty lord or knight, probably.
So I will finish him off and acquire the extra boost in goodness from whatever his vigor was.
Nice. And you have the assassination talent, so you can
I do have the assassination talent.
do it to one action. So you end his miserable life, unless you're trying to create the ghoul or a thrall, but it doesn't sound like it.
No, I'm going to come just a little shy of biting his head clean off.
Okay.
I want it to look gruesome. I want it to be violent.
Yeah, all right, definitely. So ooh, you feel invigorated. He's got a +2 vigor, or had a +2 vigor. So you can satiate yourself.
So that gives me +3 health, right?
That's 7, but yeah. Yeah, 3 points of temporary health as you drain him violently in front of his men.
And I drop his lifeless corpse there next to his horse, and proceed to make laughing noises towards his men.
His corpse falls off the horse, and you're just kind of like, ah! And they look pretty terrified, or at least intimidated.
Well, I step around him to make that laugh. There we go. I get a little movement to laugh.
Yep.
Abigail hears the laugh.
intimidation.
He's like, oh, he killed someone.
Intimidation is technically an attack action, so just for effect,
Right.
you can do that, but you can't really.
Yeah, can't intimidate, but by God, I do the laugh.
All right, and it's Drago's turn.
All right. Drago is, well, it's going to try and find another tree out here somewhere.
That's the water, I think.
Probably
Yeah,
cannot
there's
cross
there's
there
one
then.
right here, Duncan.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the side of the river then. So he's going to take a little bit of cover behind that, and then he's going to do another double arrow shot. And he'll do it at these two guys.
Okay. All right.
So for the first guy, that is 20 to hit.
Okay. And it was this guy you said the first one?
Well, I think
Sorry,
it was
this
further
one.
back.
This one.
Oh,
This
okay.
one.
So the first arrow, because remember, both arrows can go into the same target. That's why I always ask. It's not, doesn't have to be two different targets. So 20, yeah, just brings, actually 0 damage exactly, but +2 armor piercing, so 2 points of damage.
All right. And then the second guy, this one, 11 to hit.
And I, yeah, glance, that was from a natural one.
Yep.
Not a critical failure though, but bad shot. Just misses everything. It's on the ground at his feet. Okay, that's it for Drago, I think, as you move, unless you want to keep moving.
No, I'm good.
You have some left. All right, Glev. Glev will. He calls out, "Heed me now, we are not your enemies. I am a high priest of Androck. This is a blood disciple." So he's going to try to intimidate them after seeing what Ivanovich did. Surrendering. And his voice rings a little weakly. They're not really listening to him. They're more concerned with Ivanovich and capturing other people. So, and on their turn, like I said, it's one action intimidate, so you could, no, just stand there. So, in fact, Drago moved there, right? Down there. So this guy right here knocks another crossbow bolt and fires at Drago. And the bolt will 22. Gets close, but not close enough. It got a 20. Drago's dodge is 22. And this guy moves up to here. And actually, he comes running and he jumps over the stream. It looks like he's trying to grab Abigail. Madison.
With my
Oh wait, you're heading
confidence,
26.
yeah, I did a stealth check.
Yeah, I'll make a perception roll for him, but I doubt he's gonna get a 26. Nope, a 9. He's like, huh?
He don't say shit.
He barely notices the water.
Splash. Where my feet wet?
He's almost over, but still slips on his butt. Now he comes running over. He's running at Glev. So Glev's whole hype, you'll not touch me. I'm a high priest of Anarach doesn't work on this guy who's trying to capture him. So he tries to brawling attack to try to capture Glev. Or try to grapple him. Oh man, it got exactly on his defense. So Glev currently is being held by this soldier, Mulovian soldier.
It is a warm embrace.
Oh, get him off of me. And let's see, Cloud of Madness, guys. All right, so quick resolve rolls here. Oh, wow, first guy actually made it. And nope, fail, 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 success, and fail. All right, so because this guy's staggered. So 2 of them actually get out. Actually, they could all get out of the cloud, but they don't really know. This guy gets out, and this guy's out, and this guy's out. Ah, the tent is out apparently. Ah, this guy gets out, and it seemed to be no longer mad. It's insane. All right, and the fight is still with them. These guys, these guys go. So you notice Ivanovich very deliberately, one of these soldiers right here, he pulls out of his quiver what appears to be a crossbow bolt without a head on it.
Ah, lovely.
And sneering, he smiles and shoots at you. Let's hope he doesn't crit. Nope, but it was a good shot. So 2 points of damage, but that skims harmlessly off of you.
Off of the armor.
And he's like, ah, vampire, die. I despise you. The other one shoots just a regular bolt at Ivanovich. And that also would be 2 points of damage, but harmless. These and these guys back here fire crossbow bolts at Magus. Oh no. Of course it's somebody that's not here gets hit with a exploding 20.
Woohoo! That's no good. But Magus has the
No.
history of being hurt like this since the beginning of this campaign.
Oh.
Drago is quite happy about this.
No.
Drago's like, you deserve everything you get, including a bolt to the eye, which is what happened. No, actually, 35. Oh man, is he gonna die? Well, maximum damage is 15. Light crossbow 20. 35 gets his dodge. His dodge is only 15. How? So that's critical. Critical success. Critical hit. Exactly. The above, and no armor. He has 21.
No, he never has armor.
Huh?
He never has armor.
Good thing he has 20 health because he just took 20 points of damage. So 1 health. I don't think he has any luck. Does anybody recall? Does he have
I
one?
I don't know.
You could give him luck.
Yeah.
Might. Should I?
I mean, you
He's
do.
not here.
I feel like he has at least 1 or 2. All right, I'm gonna say he's got 1.
You are the god of the world at the moment, so
Still down to 6 health. So he is staggered. I think he has. No, he has grit. I have his character sheet here somewhere. Oh yeah, he has grit. Okay. So he's like, boom! He goes stumbling back. The bolt hits about an inch above his heart, probably one of his rib bones. Literally saved him from near death. And then the second guy shoots at Glev. He doesn't seem to care that he's a priest of Andark either. And Glev, well, his dodge is not as good. Where's it at? 0 damage plus 1 for the armor piercing of the bolt. So no damage. He's got that soft leather, I think, or hard leather. All right, skims off of his light armor. And let's see, who else have I not done from these guys? This guy that came out of tent comes running around this way. Oh wait, this is the guy trying to untie a horse. So he seems to be Drago sees all this. Abigail would see it too. He's trying to untie a horse and leap on it quickly. Is one action.
Which guy?
Right here.
Okay.
And that's a pretty good horseman, or else is very lucky. You see him like ha, jumps the stream and swings a mace at Drago. Like trying to knock you out. Drago 22. Oh man, he got a 21. So you just managed to turn aside as the mace could, like, hitting some of your hair probably.
Oof.
Missing by 1. And then it's back to Abigail's turn.
Is Glev grappled right now?
Yep.
Or
I just put the symbol on him. Yeah, this guy's holding him.
okay. Does double shot arrow and secret strike work together? Does that work together? Because it doesn't take stamina to do secret strike, correct?
As long as it doesn't cost stamina. Yep.
Cool. That
he's
will
like a yard from you and doesn't even notice you.
yeah. So that's gonna cancel out +2 -2.
Right.
So we'll just get a straight roll for both of them.
He's getting 2 point blank arrows.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh, there it goes. My goodness, I'm rolling crap.
Yeah.
15.
Doesn't get through his armor. Ching, off the back of his helmet.
I'm like not rolling above a 6. This is insane. 17.
And kind of the same result. Doesn't quite get to the armor. Of course, now he knows he's
And he hates me. It's fine.
Yes. Oh wait, hold on. This is against his off guard defense though. Because he doesn't know you're there. He does have cat like reflexes. So those are against defense 10. So the first one will be not quite enough because oh no, actually armor piercing 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 points of damage. The second arrow is 7 points of damage, or 4 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. So since he didn't, I didn't know you were there.
Then before he turns around, I'm gonna hide behind another tree.
Okay. You hear like oh, and you you have to move at least 5 yards away to.
Yeah. I'm gonna go from this tree to this tree.
Okay. You're like. Bing.
Yep. I cannot get above 6 now. 17.
17. He loses sight of you. I mean, he knows roughly where you went, obviously, but not exactly. All right. So Magus's turn. Oh man, Magus is really hurt. All right, but he's probably gonna be stubborn. He actually looks back at Glev like he was gonna maybe ask for healing and sees Glev's in a bit of a pickle. And
goes to help him.
probably, but there's a guy there. Oh, this guy's still. Oh no, this one, the ones. Oh no, he's suffering. So Magus doesn't care about turning his back. This guy's stunned, so he can do an attack of opportunity or free attack, but it's at -5. So Magus is not worried. And the guy, whoa, close, like cuts his shirt. And this is my one. We're like same with Drago. Rushes back to just like swings his axe at the guy that Abigail shot. And that will be and then he rolls like Madison's been rolling. And the guy parries the blow, the flaming axe. And let's see, he's got off. Dual blades, that's right. So he can punch with his offhand while wielding an axe. And that be a also. He just punches nothing but chainmail. Hurts his knuckles. And it's now Ivanovich's turn.
Ivanovich is not too keen on the guy who shot at him with a wooden stick. So he comes forward precisely and attacks the man who did that with his short sword.
All right. Do it.
Oof. Everybody's rolling sixes. That's 3 in a row.
What is happening?
It's called roll 20.
18, just not quite enough to get through his armor. Gets by his parry, but not through his armor.
It's fine.
Shield and helmet. All right. Is that it for Ivanovich?
I moved up and I hit him.
That's right. All right. Let's see. Try to look at some
With the blood of his captain dripping off of my chin.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he doesn't look super brave right now. He's hanging in there, but he's faltering. And it's Drago's turn.
Drago
Drago.
attempted to cast slumber on the horse.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Best thing to cast it on.
he'll cast slumber on the soldier anyway.
Oh, okay. The soldier instead of the horse.
Yeah, the soldier.
Okay.
Because I'm still gonna have to fight him if anyway. All right.
All right. Magical arts rolls. Oh God! Now the rolls are terrible. For his.
Well, I got it.
So the spell does
target.
manifest correctly, but it's kind of weak, and the guy shakes it off. He resists. Got a 15. God,
Yay.
should have known.
Then he's just going to use his movement action then to try and dodge away over here.
Okay, so second action you're headed that way.
Yep, try and get behind this tree.
All right, so you're just going to risk the reactive attack, or do you want to use that action to tumble with acrobatics? You can only go half mobility though if you do that.
Well, let's see. I was here. Yeah, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
9 yards. So
yeah, let's try acrobatics and I'll tumble and I'll end up like right there.
Okay. All right. Acrobatics roll you have to beat. Deals 10 plus his attack bonus.
Woo!
What the hell? Oh, you already had an explode.
Holy shit.
Nice. So that is a definitely a critical success. Kind of close to a double crit. And so Drago, what do you want for your critical success? There's different things in acrobatics, but the one thing is that you can move your full movement while tumbling if you want.
Let's do that so that I can get to where I wanted to go originally.
All right, so you go
Just
back
like that.
flipping, back away from it and taking off. You jump over the river, the icy water, get to the tree right there, and then Glev's turn. Glev is grappled, that's right. Let's see. Does he want to cast mental torment on this guy or try to break I think he's gonna cast a spell. That'll be cool. So he's grappled, so that's -5. But he's pretty good at this type of magic. So yep. Despite being there goes Radu. Despite being kind of manhandled, Glev mutters an incantation. And at -5 because no lazy grapple, but he's not able to gesture with one arm. But whatever, it still works. And the man that's holding him suddenly, I think, yep, he fails, starts to scream in mental anguish. His Madu flies around. So he is now mental tormented as well. He's now stunned. It's now down to 7 stamina, which is more like fatigued. All right. So Glev, and then the second action, you will that's all I can do. So their turn. They as in the enemy. So Drago ran there, Radu flew with him, right? Abigail.
Yeah.
Abigail's hiding. Magus was trying to get rid of that guy on Glev. He'll probably keep. So starting with the guy that's grappling Glev, it's probably going to let loose. Probably going to break free. Yeah, he lets Glev go and is like holding his head, staggering back. Stunned, so he can kind of defend himself, but weakly, which is why nobody gets free reactive attacks on him. And then this guy has this kind of like, what the heck look, is just Drago just like gymnastics, like gold medal gymnast away from him. And so he glances around. It looks like he's specifically looking for someone. He looks kind of Abigail's way, but it doesn't look like he quite sees her. So he spends an action doing that. He only got a 12.
I am one with the tree. I am one with the tree.
He's like, dang it. He also sees all your horses right here. He's like, and then he rushes up to deal with Magus. Die, barbarian! And slashes at the longsword at Magus. Magus parries it, I think. It's going to be close. Exactly 19. And yeah, so no damage. No armor piercing for a longsword unless you're using it two-hand, which he's not. He's using a shield. Speaking of which, he shield bashes Magus. He has that talent. And that would be another miss. All right, and then these two soldiers down here at the bottom, outside of the cloud of madness. Knocks a crossbow, shoots at Drago, but Drago's behind a tree, right, Duncan?
Yeah.
It's medium cover. So lots of luck. Yeah, the bolt just thunk right into the trunk of the tree. And this guy also comes up. He fires at Glev. And that will be ouch. Glev gets hit 7 points of damage. Minus armor of 2, 5 points of damage.
The guys who are out is just our meat armor right now. Just take all the health for us. It's fine.
Yeah. They're tanking for you guys. They're not even here.
Yeah.
Or aggroing, whatever.
Exactly what we wanted. Yes, you become meat shields.
That's right. So Glev's like, he's not staggered, but it was 5 points of damage that cut through the armor. And let's see, the ones on Ivanovich are kind of like, holy crap. And you can see they're very cautiously trying to surround you.
What is the matter? You are afraid of me?
Surround him, says one of them. There's more than one way to take down a vampire, my lord. Meanwhile, this guy's like, he's not fooling with it. He's like shooting crossbow bolt
into his friends.
Oh yeah, he's got careful aim, but still kind of an idiot. He did the same thing. He broke the tip off shot at Ivanovich. And again, it hits you, but doesn't quite get through armor / resistance. And then the three guys, Wolfpack tacticsing you. Basically attacking with maces and swords and such. So that's a miss. And two of them are shield bashing you. But they're not doing any good. Enough roll for them either. Oh, that's a critical failure against your defense. Yep. All right. Yeah, one. Let's see what happens to him. He slips on the ground. He trips over a root and is prone. This dude right here, the one that you were.
No, it doesn't incur an attack of opportunity, does it?
Nope. But it's plus 2 hit a prone target.
Because I have a opportunistic strike,
No, I rolled. It was just falling prone. So the other two, yeah, they all miss with their primary weapons, but these guys are shield bashing you. Oh, plus, but not enough. You parry it, and yeah, so 5 attacks miss.
Woohoo!
One resulting with a face plant.
Who's the guy who fell? Oh, I see him.
This, yeah.
Yeah, I see the marker.
I think it's it for their trip. Oh, let's wait. I got Cloud of Madness people to deal with really quick. Fail. So close. Fail. Fail. And success. So this guy actually gets out, or breaks out of the.
Wasn't he mental tormented by Glev as well?
Yeah, but it only lasts a round. So he survived it, although his stamina is one above fatigue now. And he will. Yeah, he gets out of it. Yeah, he's just gonna move to here.
Gets out of it. He sees that his captain is dead at his feet and is like, oh shit, did I do that?
Oh, you know, actually, just a second. That knight had a. Oh, okay. I was wrong. There was a chance he was going to loot this knight's body in battle, but he didn't because he's got some good gear. All right, so he moves there, and we're back to the top of the next round. Abigail, who's hiding from the world.
Yeah. I'm running out of hiding spots now.
Yeah.
No, well.
It's always the river itself.
Huh?
There's always the river itself. Hiding.
It's like, and I hide as I go underwater.
Mostly iced over though. Yeah. It's also there's a bridge too.
Oh, yeah. She's not gonna get cold. She does not like the cold.
It is winter time. Let's go jump in the river. It is no best way to get hypothermia.
I know. It's like, yes, I will not die this way. I will die that way.
That's right.
She'll do a double shot at these two.
Nice. They would be pleasantly surprised. Unpleasantly.
A secret strike, so
Yes, they're off guard. This guy is tormented. Oh yeah, his defense is even lower.
oh, thank goodness it's not a 6.
This guy's
30,
defense off guard and
30,
stunned is a 5 right now.
30 for the.
So
I was thinking
the guy with
the back one.
Oh, it's this guy first.
No, the back one.
Still
And then
20 minus armor, 15,
and
17 points of damage.
17.
The first arrow drops this guy as the arrow sprouts from his neck. Yeah, because he's off guard defense.
24 for my
It's
next.
almost
shot.
a crit because his defense is down to 5 right now.
Mm,
So 19 damage plus 2 armor piercing. 21
Yes.
minus his 5 armor, 16 points of damage. And he staggers to the ground. He's actually at 0, so there's a chance he's still conscious. So he he passes out. He falls to the ground. So he's
she's
out.
as she sneaks over back to her other tree, and she's like, "That's right. Give me back my other hiding spot."
Just like drop two of them and pop back in.
Yeah, she's gonna go back to the tree.
Make another stealth check.
24, finally good rolls.
All right. And again, they know roughly where you are. It's not invisibility, but they don't know precisely where you are.
It's fine.
Keep moving like a full-blooded chi and like vanishing into the trees. Right, so Magus' turn, and he is still hurt like heck, but he's got a new foe on him. Axe is still going. So Magus will swing his flaming axe at.
Leave him in twain.
I will try. Damn crossbow bolts. And he misses. Or not really misses per se, but it's parried. And then he follows that with his fist. His non-flaming fist. And that will actually connect for 1 point of damage.
Plus the fire? Or is that with the fire?
He doesn't have fire on his hand, it's on his axe.
Oh, bummer.
So all right. That's it for Magus. Ivanovich's turn.
Ivanovich is going to stab at the guy who is prone. I get +2, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Cool. All right. I gotta finish him. Actually, 10 armor piercing 1,
Armor piercing 1, yeah.
11 points of damage. So he is still alive, but he's staggered. He's hurt fairly bad. Oh. Okay, is that it for Ivanovich?
I just look at the other two as I stab their friend on the ground. I just look at them and smile.
They're just like, they're still in battle stances, still trying to get you. As you smile at them.
Duh. He's a game right now. It's not
You will pay for that. The other one's
I
like,
will eat,
just
I
come
will
back with
eat
us,
you
my
for
lord.
that.
There will be no fighting.
I will eat you for that.
Not if we kill you first. Says the other one.
That's what your captain thought.
And they look at each other like Keystone Cops. So, so no second action other than the
Then the smile and the chit chat.
yeah,
Nah.
yeah. So Drago,
Drago is going to attempt to cast Curse on these three surrounding Ivanovich.
okay. 3 of them. So that's gonna be what, 6 stamina? Oh no, you're using that. The effect.
Just 4 stamina actually.
All right. Let's see how well it works.
21.
Nice. 1 succeeded, 1 failed. 2 of the 3 failed. So this is the one that succeeded. So those other 2 guys are Keist. Wait.
And then he is going to try and do something similar to Abigail and move over to this tree here in stealth.
Okay. Stealth roll. Stealth roll.
Oof.
Yeah.
Rolled 16.
16. Had the knight still been alive, he would have noticed you, but the rest of these yahoos do not. They're like, huh? I mean, again, they know vaguely where you are, like Abigail, but they don't know precisely. Because they heard you just speak, incantation. All right, so Drago speaks words of power and then moves there, and then it's Glev's turn. Glev will also do an incantation and touch Magus in all the right places. Or some might say the wrong places. Oh man. Barely manifest, so heals him 1 point.
Ugh.
11. Heal 2.
Apparently, Glev does not have the magic touch, as it were.
I have his bonus in life magic as +9, but this is older character sheet. It might be +10 actually. No, I think it is +9 still. If you watch this match, you can correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so he does. So Glev takes a point of damage and gives a point to Magus as he puts some of his own life force into Magus. And then Glev will probably just keep standing there in his battle stance. So now it's their turn. All right, so the Von Urich, the Mulovian soldiers are still, let's see, is it time to check morale? 1, 2, got curses. Let's start with Madness guys. Still in the cloud, going crazy. Still in the cloud, going crazy. And the last one is still in the cloud, going crazy. These three are actually in a mad frenzy, swinging at nothing that's there. Specifically, what their condition. All right, and yeah, it's morale time. Although their morale's actually pretty good, but we'll see. Yeah, famous last words. So it looks like not even with a word, like it's not even an organized withdrawal. Like some officer or some leader type guy doesn't take over and say, "Withdrawal, retreat with me, shield wall back." Like several guys, this guy just takes off to the troops. This guy just follows them. I mean, this guy's sort of shouting like, "Do not flee! We have reinforcements nearby! You fools! Kill the vampire!" So he's not running, but those guys take off. These guys are taking off. They're actually further than that because they're going to use both actions to. So basically, they're jogging or running, and the guys on Ivanovich. This guy is going to back away. That's hurt. So let me know if you want a shadowing step.
Now, if I shadow step to follow him, I get attacked by the other guys, don't I?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unless, does hit and run comply to that?
Yep.
So they would have a -5, wouldn't they?
Yep.
And the
Yeah,
guy who's cursed would be -7.
He moves 8 squares, just to let you know.
God, he's almost dead. I don't really want to.
I don't know if you can reach him from 8 yards. So I think it's half.
Because he disengaged. I can't do an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he's disengaging.
Shit. No, I'm just gonna stick with the other two.
Okay. They're still fighting despite the one guy being cursed because he doesn't.
That's fine.
Precisely what's happening to him. He's about to find out what his sword goes flying out of his hand. In fact, I'm going to do his roll first with the -2 for the curse. And yeah, it's a bad, almost bad enough for him to realize something just happened. That was a really crappy swing. And the other guy, oh, I forgot Wolfpack tactics, but he still missed. And then the other dude will, manages to, with his silver sword.
He has a silver sword, huh?
I'm just kidding. He does not. But he does catch you before. It's not gonna do anything. 3 points of damage. You'll soak all of that.
Yep.
Between your vampiric resistance and your actual armor.
Yep.
Ching! All right. That's it for them. Oh, this guy still attacking. All right. Yeah, he's gonna attack Magus because he sees how wounded Magus is. And that will be ouch. Magus gets hit again. For it's only 2 points of damage, but still he's down to 5 health. Sorry, Tate. And it's now back to the top of the next round with Abigail.
Alrighty. Peekaboo from her hiding spot to attack the one on Magus
Okay.
with careful aim, since I'm assuming I need to use careful aim on this one.
Yeah, otherwise it'd be -2 because Glev and Magus be in there.
All right. So careful aim plus secret strike.
So that one,
Okay.
That's
23 to hit.
another stamina point. 23 will easily, well, not easily, but that will be 3 armor piercing, 5 points of damage. He had 5 health left. So he he staggers back, but he's at 0, so there's actually a chance that he's still unconscious but severely wounded. And he has to make an endurance roll. Oh, he falls to the ground, but he is actually still conscious, but looks obviously bad off.
Beast.
Crawling there like Boromir with 3 arrows in him. So second action for Abigail or not?
Sneakity sneak.
Teleporting to another tree.
Back to my other tree. Not that anyone's really paying attention to her at this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
25.
Yeah. Even the horses have lost track of you at this point.
It's like, I don't know which tree. Are there even trees anymore?
They're just looking at each other like humans are so weird. Including they just keeps running back and forth. Nobody sees her. It was like, why do you talk like that?
Horses are like, she's right there. She's right
Right
there.
All right, Magus will get. He's like, Glev, I could use another one. I know it's hurting you as well. Should I finish this one off? The one that some random arrow just took down? Because I don't see Abigail. I think he would. He isn't really showing a lot of
You just
mercy.
hear from the other tree. Yes.
Magus has never really had one for mercy when it comes to fighting
Yeah,
bad
he
guys.
doesn't. He almost fights Berserk without having the Berserker.
Yeah, it's very true.
So his
Maybe
flaming axe will come down at the guy that has -5 to his defense now, so that actually will hit, but just barely. But still, barely for him is armor piercing 3, 3 fire, 6 points of damage. So pretty much finishes that. It's messy, but he finishes the guy off. It's not very surgical, but
Nice.
it's like all right. And then Ivanovich is tying. Actually, wait, sorry. Second action for Magus will be to set the whole forest on fire.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
You will probably run up to help Ivanovich. Not that you really need it, but just in case. Yeah, I'm here. And Ivanovich's turn.
So Ivanovich is going to do a feigned attack on the cursed guy, but it's going to look like he's trying to attack the not cursed guy, and he's going to slip his blade into the cursed guy.
All right.
You understand?
Yes.
And
Wow.
so feigned
Love that
attack
one.
uses my persuasion. Do I get to use
Persuasion
my
and
my renown
Especially?
bonus in my lands?
Only the one guy had heard of you. This guy doesn't really know who you are. Actually, you know what? He does because they told him. So yeah.
They all know who I am.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do my feigned attack
Dazzled by
and see.
your fame.
I want to see if it succeeds. If he falls for my trick.
I doubt it. Oh. Holy crap. Yeah, he got a 20.
He didn't fall for it. That piece
Despite
of
your
shit.
swagger, he doesn't fall for it.
Yeah, because I rolled a 3 with a plus 16.
Yeah,
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
so I stab
yeah.
I stab at the guy who's cursed.
All
Wait,
right.
did his 20 incorporate his -2?
Oh,
being
actually did
cursed?
not. He failed by 1. Thank you. I
All
forgot.
right.
So yeah,
So he did fail.
he is now figuring out that he's something's up.
So I'm now going to attack at his off guard defense
Yep.
for a 24.
9 or piercing 1, 10 points of damage.
Minus his 2 for his cursed.
He's not. Yeah, that's already added. He's not. He wasn't hurt until now, but he definitely is. What did I say? What was it? 29 points. Yeah, 9. Okay. So
Right? Because it was on his off guard 10 defense, right?
yeah, I got it. And he's staggered from that shot to the deep into his thigh. All right. Ivanovich has a second action. No, you use both of them. One was to
Yeah, I
feint.
use both.
All right, so Magus. No, that's not right. Drago.
All right.
Turn.
Drago is going to do a double arrow shot again to a couple of the guys in the cloud. This one and this one.
No mercy. Yeah,
So for the first shot, and I'll subtract the 2.
-7 is different.
25 to hit.
Okay. Can you point to the first one again that you were shooting at? Okay, the middle there. All right. 25. Yep. So that's 12 points of damage. Arrow is sticking deep into him. He's staggered, but alive.
And then the second one. Oh, and I'm hidden. I forgot to mention that.
You have Secret Strike?
Forgot about that.
You have
Yeah, so Secret Strike.
Okay, so he would
Um,
just put 2 more points of damage on him.
Yeah.
And
So the second one then would be
Barely
15 to hit.
that was this guy?
Yeah, the second one's 15 to hit.
Okay, but it's this target, right? The one I'm
Correct.
Okay, so for 10, and he's staggered 8, and he's stunned. His defense is 3. So they're this is over so 7 points of damage. 0. Oh man. 1 health left. The arrow goes feathering into this poor schlob. Okay. Is that it for?
And then he'll move back here and try to stealth again.
Hide in another tree.
Yep.
Yeah, as long
Ooh,
as
that's better.
5 yards. Oh man. All right. You do so again. They're just like, they have no idea. They just kind of know vaguely where you are. And Glev's turn. Glev will. Let's see. Abigail's back there. He doesn't see her. Doesn't see Drago. And he calls out for their surrender one last time. Your last chance. We will show you. We will treat you as civilized and prisoners. Maybe. And he will try to intimidate, or actually persuade. We'll do both actions to persuade. Oh, they seem to be considering it. And it's their turn, so we shall see. So that was enough to bring hostile people down to a different. So this guy surrenders right here that I'm clicking on. He's like so hurt and beaten down by the cloud. Actually, I gotta roll for his thing. Nope, he's still going in a frenzy, so never mind, he's not surrendering. This guy manages to break free of the madness. Comes over here and oh wait, oh never mind. So actually he breaks free and just takes off. This guy who's running. He runs 20 yards. So he's off the board basically. And as these guys start taking off, one more resistance roll for this dude. Oh, oh no, he's -2. He's still going crazy. So these guys are still swinging at nothing that's around them, almost at each other. And that guy fled. There's this guy, and there's the 2. So the ones on Ivanovich and Magus, they begin to retreat, but they retreat orderly. They disengage, including the curse guy, and they kind of disengage it into as a shield wall, basically. They do have their shields out.
So I shadow step them.
Okay, I think you can make, yeah. I think you can make it with your mobility. Because remember, shadow step is half your mobility.
Yeah, and I got 7. So I got 14 for my mobility, so I can go 7.
Okay, they moved 8, so yeah, you should be able to get right there. They only moved 8. All right, and it's now as they move back there, they're just one of them is kind of pleading. Forgive us, my lord. We were retreating. You will not see us again. The fight is
No
over.
one will see you again.
What? Please let us leave. We have families at home.
You did not care about my orders. Why should I care about yours?
As you say that, Ivanovich, make a perception check. No, I know this is technically not your turn, but as a reaction.
Sight, hearing.
Sight.
Okay.
You're probably gonna make it unless you roll really poorly.
Nope. Really shitty.
You actually made it by 1
Oh yay!
because it's the curse guy. Oh no, it's not the curse guy or stagger guy. So anyway, as he's saying, please, you see him trying to be subtle. He reaches into a sheath on the back of his belt. Seems to be drawing a silver dagger. Silver plated dagger.
Fantastic.
Then he whips it out, but you see him before you. I have silver. I will use it on you if I must, you monster.
I just smile, showing fang and all.
Please, just let us go and I will not have to kill you with it. Shit. They're all looking around like some place to run. But they're trying to stay in an orderly fashion. And it is Abigail's turn. Still, I guess we're still technically in combat rounds. Madison.
You are muty.
She is mutated.
I don't think Abigail can see anything because there's the cloud and then all the enemies moved. So
You can see through the cloud. It's really, really faint.
all right. Well, okay then. Shoot them with double. Yeah. So, secret strike, double shot on both of them.
There's 3 up there.
Clouds. Yeah, there's
Oh,
3 up near Ivanovich and 2 in the clouds. I don't know if you see them when you're browser.
Oh,
3 up there and then 2 in the
can
cloud.
Oh, okay.
And several ran off.
Oh, with a longbow, I can shoot them. So I do see Ivanovich then?
Yep.
Okay.
There's
All right.
a lot of tree cover, but you can see enough of them.
All right. So I would either have to do careful aim then, right?
You don't necessarily have to, but you will have the penalties. So the trees count as cover to them, but that's it. Careful aim is just to keep from hitting your allies.
Oh, okay. So they have quite a bit of cover then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take my movement and
It's
cross.
because they're not specifically hiding behind the trunks. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna move closer to get a hit then. So she's gonna, what's my movement? So 15 base. So how far will that get me?
15 yards. Where's my measuring thing?
Are you going to be going sneaky, stealthy?
The measuring thing.
Because stealth is at half speed, so it'll get you 7, but 7 will get you almost to where Magus is.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do sneaky sneak.
And seriously, 7 will get you almost to Magus.
11 yards to them. Yeah.
Okay.
2 yards to. Oh, sorry. 6 yards to Magus.
Yeah, you could
Okay.
make it to Magus without a problem. Sneaking.
Yeah, I'll sneak to near a Magus then.
Cool.
So,
Okay. As long as you got cover, what you do?
19
You
to
have to
hide.
go water, but you do so, and yeah, you get. He doesn't even notice you until the last moment when you're right up on him. Stop doing that. Anyway, oh, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Oh, you look like shit. As she as she aims.
I know.
Um
Be like shit. Be like Scheisse.
and yeah, she's going to try to do double shot at the one that is holding the silver and the one next to him.
Okay. -1 for Ivanovich being there. If you crit fail,
Okay.
it's Ivanovich, but I doubt it's going to crit fail. With your bonuses.
We'll find out. So, +2, -2, -1. Okay.
13.
First one's 13.
Oh no. Yeah, it's not a crit. Well, you have to get a 1. For starters, yeah, so that misses. It just kind of thumps into a tree.
Dang it. And
Or
another one's
off some
17.
tree branches. And also misses.
With their even though it's secret strike, it still misses.
Oh right, secret strike, defense 10. So going back to the first one, still barely missed. Is your first arrow, is it this one? Or was it the other guy?
It would the first one would have been at this one. The
This one?
second would have been that one.
All right, so the first arrow does tink off of his shield, and then the second arrow hits this dude though, because his defense is so crappy with the curse and staggered and off guard. So for 13, 8 points of damage, or impressing 2. 10 points of damage, and he drops with an arrow in his throat.
Is that the one that was threatening him?
That was actually this guy.
Nah. Say no. Yeah. I've got one of them.
Oh, yep. Got the cursed guy and the staggered guy.
Adds to the intimidation, I guess.
That's right. As they drop like flies. Magus kind of nods and, well done. What's this? Ah! Goes running. Excuse me. As the game master burps during his Magus's yell. So flaming axe will strike. Is that bullish charge or anything? I think. Sorry. And just gets parried just barely. If he didn't have a shield, he would have hit. And but then he follows it up with a fist attack, which will also miss. And it's Ivanovich's turn. Eric. Maybe Torben. Do you know we never took a break? Rolling silver dagger. Oh no, wait, what?
That's an exploding 20.
Yeah,
for him.
36.
I
Oh, it
think
hasn't even exploded
you.
yet. A 40. Dude. Was that the Fane itself? He's muted. Torben might be. Let's see. Yep. Boink. Okay, so the guy definitely falls for that maneuver. The soldier, and let me see if it's a crit. Yeah, critical success. So Eric, I think it actually says in that talent what happens if you crit. I feel like I actually listed. Let's see if I can find it. If not, you do that as a free action, that maneuver. See if I have it by any chance.
He's trying to pull it up.
It's in the subterfuge talents, not the combat. I always fool myself with that. Subterfuge.
Okay, Torben is asleep now, so I can talk again. I don't see it in the feigned attack. It doesn't show it in there.
Oh, okay. I thought that one specifically had something. So that means you did it as a free action.
Okay, so I did that as free action, and then I'm going to stab at him with my heroic short sword because oh no, big scary silver dagger. Haha, stab you.
Yes.
Damn it.
But all right. 17, yeah, he blocks that. He parries it. Do have another action left, but
Wait a minute.
unfortunately-
I did this successful feigned attack. So doesn't that mean he's at his off guard defense?
Oh yes. 10, but his armor, no, yeah, so 2 points of damage, armor piercing 1, 3 points of damage. All right. And he's finally hurt. A little bit. You finally draw blood from that dude. It's like,
And
oh.
I just smile at him. There's a scratch. More to come.
It probably makes you hungry looking at it. It will not
Does
come
now.
out so easily. And Drago's turn.
All right. I guess Drago, because he's hidden again.
Oh,
Why not? He's gonna. Well, he's just gonna do probably one shot at one of these guys in the madness.
no mercy. Sweep the leg.
It's 26 to hit this guy. Well, he's the one
yeah.
with 1 health, isn't he? Let's do
Oh,
this one.
yeah. Arrow just basically passes through his neck. He drops to the ground.
And then Drago will move, join Magus and Ivanovich.
Okay, all right. You run up to there, Radu flying. And the Glev. Glev is like, Magus is kind of hurt. Yeah, he's just gonna move up. He doesn't see Abigail. Did you rehide, Madison?
I
Yes,
I am not, I didn't end my turn sneaking, so I'm not hiding technically right now.
Okay, so Glev runs up to you. You're like, get away, I'm trying to hide. Are you all right? You're not wounded.
No, but Magus,
Sorry. You're probably trying to hide.
it's fine. Just picking off what's left of him.
And he shouts, you have one more chance. I will be more civilized than my Lord Ivanovich. You can surrender. I will take care of you as a priest of Andhra.
Abigail leans over and she's like, I don't think Ivanovich is taking prisoners.
I know, this is what I'm offering them. Just trying to get him to surrender. I will keep to my word. So their turn. So they are probably out of here. Ivanovich, well, Silver Dagger guy. Let's see if he's brave enough. He only took 3 points of damage. He's got his dagger out, sword in the other hand. His shield's on his back. His hand is quivering with the silver dagger. And then he starts backing away, disengaging.
Oh, I shadow step him.
With them. They move 8 yards, so yeah, you can get your 7 should take you right. Oh wait, no. You're gonna be 1 yard short.
Okay, I'm 1 yard short. I'll move up and do my thing when it's time.
You're still on a shield, and kind of a shield. Their shields are actually he doesn't have a shield out the one of them. And then this guy here and the madness will try to break out of it, try to make a resolve. Nope, he's still being driven crazy. He's now attacking the side of the tent, like he thinks it's a foe.
And deserves it.
That's right. It had it coming. Slashing at it. And back to Abigail.
Abigail just leans over to Glev and she's like, Ivanovich is playing with his food again. As she tries to move up and snick again.
Are you going to the cloud? You're gonna risk it, Madison?
Huh?
You're going.
I was trying to sneak. Oh, I'm going into the cloud of madness? Oh no, sorry, I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Your character,
My dice roller was covering it up. I'm sorry. No.
your character does see it, and I've seen it before, so you know what it is. Good
She's
thing.
like, you know what I need right now? A little bit of madness to even this out.
Match the rest of the party.
Yeah. But my sneaking
four.
kind of
Was that
my
sneaky?
sucked. It was a 12.
Is that for attack roll or a stealth?
That was stealth.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're pretty far away, so but
They finally seem to like this guy finally kind of looks in your direction, but you know, he's got bigger things to worry about.
yeah, my secret strike won't work. Well, phooey. All right.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
let's see you.
yeah. Goodness. Double shot at both of them.
Okay. These two, right? 'Cause there is one.
Uh,
down in there.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
she's not dealing with the guys in the cloud. Oh my gosh. 11. And probably not any better. A little bit. 21.
Okay. Which one do you want to hit with the 21?
The one with the silver dagger, if possible.
Yeah, that's this one. There's a minor wound on him as well. So 21 for him, but not off guard. So that's 3 points of damage. It's
Plus
3.
armor piercing.
Yeah, already. It was 1 plus your 2 armor piercing, right?
Gotcha.
Or do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's still not staggered. Keeps taking these little glancing blows. And Magus's turn. Magus just runs up. You have one chance to surrender, else I kill you as well as the vampire. And they're like, what? So he says that and then he just swings at them anyway. He's not really awaiting an answer. Fairly typical Magus. But his axe misses. The guy blocks it with a shield, follows it up with his offhand brawling attack. So that misses also. And Ivanovich's turn.
Ivanovich is going to step up to the guy with the silver dagger that I'm still smiling at. And he's going to do something a little different this time.
Oh,
He's going to try to grapple him and bite him, just flat out.
okay. So let's
So first is the grapple attack,
that's it. Yeah, it's an attack action.
and
So
then
it's
I have to
biting,
do
so
the
you
bite.
have to-
If I succeed in grapple, then I do the bite attack.
Well, both of those are attack actions, so you can't do them in the same round.
Well, but that's what it says in the book, is I grapple and bite him at the same time.
Does it?
Yeah.
I didn't wrote it that way, but maybe.
Yeah, basically the vampire bite is triggered as a grappling attack. Maybe it is just one roll, but it's all one attack.
Okay.
So let me
I'll have
see.
to revisit it. We'll play it that way right now. I think it was you're supposed to establish a hold and then
Let me read it real quick. It's in here somewhere under. Where the hell's my vampire? It's under one.
that I can look it up as well if you want.
It's
Yeah,
in the
The Savage East as well.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to look it up. It's in the Savage East. Vampire. Okay, vampire. Blood drinking. Oh no, okay, I guess I see it. And then, okay, so if a vampire succeeds in a brawling attack to grapple an opponent, it can then attempt to bite the victim as a free action. So yeah, it's all one thing.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Free action.
Awesome.
Which is another brawling roll. So I roll my grapple and then I roll my bite.
Yeah, so that means the bite is at -2 is all secondary or free action attacks are -2. Actually, you have our opportunistic
I do.
attack, but that's as a reaction.
Well, I don't grapple him. I miss.
All right,
because
so
I'm
he
holding that
twists
crap.
out of it. Yeah, he twists out of your hold. And what's your second action, if anything?
I laugh at him.
Yeah. All right. He's just still kind of like desperately trying to twist out of your grapples and stay away from your blade and your fangs.
Well, I did have to move up a little bit to to do that. So I guess my first action was the
Oh, that's
1
true.
yard movement.
Yeah. Unless you have deadly lunge as a talent.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, so Drago. Drago. I must break you.
Please don't.
It's from Rocky.
Drago will use careful aim and shoot at the guy who has the silver dagger.
Okay. Minus, oh, no, you're using careful.
All
Awesome.
right, well, 16.
Okay. Tinks off of his shield. This guy is like really lucky or something.
Very lucky.
We keep rolling low.
Yeah. Is that it for Drago and Radu?
Yeah, that's it for Drago and Radu.
Radu's like, send me in, coach. Yeah, I can take him. Okay, probably not.
As Radu gets an exploding critical like 4 times in a row, and his beak goes into the guy's eye and plucks out half of his brain.
Take that with my maximum damage of 3.
God, please.
Maybe it's 5. I think it's 3. Dawkins probably got the stats. So
It's
Glev,
2. It's 2.
Glev will, what is Glev? He's too busy throwing Abigail off her game.
He keeps coming up to her and be like, hey. And she's like,
Exactly. He will, he's getting low on stamina. Well, actually, he's got 2 starless. He has to move a yard closer to get in range of the spell. He's going to cast Mental Torment again. His old standby. And it works again. And the guy will endurance or resolve endurance for him. Oh, it's exactly the DL. He resists. How did they do that? These guys are tougher than I thought. Or just lucky. And he's now down to 9 stamina. Not too bad. Oh wait, forgot the 7 stamina. He would be fatigued, but he is tireless. All right, now it's that turn. Let's see. So starting with lone cloud of madness guy, all by himself, slashing at a tent. Very sad. Still doing it. And he got so close this time. He missed by 1. He's staggered. All right, and then these other 2 guys are just like, just let this go. All right, yeah, there's only 2 left. Right? Yeah, the others all fled. Around. Okay, so the 2 soldiers are flinching. You know, they're not quite sure. Their hands are, and they kind of look at each other in this quick moment, and they don't really say anything, but it almost looks like, and they just like they're gonna fight to the death, maybe, and they just start kind of start slashing. One slashes at Magus, one slashes at Ivanovich. If they got any fancy talents they can use. Oh, disarming strike.
Fantastic. That is what I was waiting for.
They were using concentrated defense. That's why it was harder to hit them. Shield bash, fell-handed. All right, so all right, so the one on Magus first will be a miss. Magus will parry that. And then he tries a shield bash, Magus. Oh. And hits. Magus gets wounded again for, well, access to only 2 points of damage. He's down to 3 health. So, and then the other one drives at Ivanovich. Actually, you know what? He might try to disarm you of your sword. Nope, he's trying to get you with a silver dagger. Oh my god! Exploding 20 with the silver dagger.
Yay. Exciting.
At least it wasn't a stake. That would have.
That is true.
So this guy just desperately lunges at you, putting all of his faith in whatever gods he thinks of or whatever skill or luck he has. He catches you right in the neck for, let's see, so maximum damage dagger. So it's only at 10 points of damage.
minus my armor, so 8
No,
points of damage.
I've already subtracted it. No,
Oh,
it's
so 10 was
no,
with
it is
it.
10 minus armor, so 8.
Oh, so 8. Okay. All right. So I take 8 points of damage.
You're like, oh, and it hurts like hell. Is it silver? And was that a critical against your defense? He got a 42.
I'm actually at 14 because I didn't put my bonus in from the guy I drained.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right. That was a critical success as well. So not only did he stab you decently, what's his crit effect? I will roll for it on the chart. Does this one apply? Knocks you prone, but it's just a dagger. Oh, he has disarming. So, yeah, that one's not going to work. It has to be a medium weapon or a heavy weapon. He catches you with a bleeding wound. That's appropriate for silver against a vampire.
Very well.
He cuts you, and you can tell this thing is still it's going to bleed for a while unless somebody stops the bleeding. And now it's he looks just as surprised as you are. Drago's turn. Or no, wait, that was them. So Abigail's turn.
Yeah, Abigail sees this and she's pissed. So she's gonna sneak again
Mm.
to, I think, this tree this time. So
Maybe if I get closer.
angrily sneaking.
Anger sneak. Oh,
For a 25,
anger sneak is effective.
and she's
Nobody
just
notices you.
careful aim, shoot the guy that just stabbed him.
All right. And he's gonna have a defense of 10. So you can use Secret Strike.
Huzzah. For a 27.
Holy Scheisse. That will probably finally end him since his defense is now effectively 10. So 12, 14 points a day. Yep. And the arrow finds his face under his helmet and drills deep into his eye, and this guy crumbles to the ground. Silver dagger clutched
Ooh.
in his hand with Ivanovich's concealed blood on it. Congealed blood. All right. Good shot, Abigail. And it's Magus' turn. Magus is like getting ready to swing, and he's like, do we want the prisoner or not? Or do I end him?
Just kill him.
Ah, yeah. That's what I wanted to hear. So axe comes down this dude, maybe. Yeah. Guy's got a shield, so 3 fire. Oh, 7 points of damage with arm piercing and fire. So even a glancing blow is 7. And which is not quite enough to stagger, but very close. Oh, and then he pugilistic follow-up. Oh, misses. Actually, that might be a critical failure. It's a 15. He got a 6. Oh no, he only failed. He got a natural 1, but failed by 9. Not more than 10, so not just a bad whiff. So Ivanovich's turn.
Ivanovich is going to do a feigned attack on the guy next to him, but I'm assuming that's at -2 since I did a successful one on the guy next to him, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. So I do a feigned attack on him.
Ah.
Hopefully it wins.
Oh, actually, it's only it's literally against the same person. So
Oh, so then it would be a 24 or a 25 then.
yeah. And all right, he's probably, I'm sure, gonna. Oh, valiant effort with a 21. But not
Okay. So then I'm going to grapple him, and if I succeed the grapple, I will then try to eat him.
all right, brawling attack.
Hey, I succeed the grapple.
Well, you're
He's his off guard offense, right? Off guard.
He's got kind of like a reflex. I'm just kidding. No, you grab him.
I was going to say you're killing me here.
Common soldier.
And then I bite him. And then I got to remember what the bite damage how it translates. I got to read that back again. But here's my roll.
Max damage is 7 from a vampiric bite. So 9, and he's grappled, so that means 10. His armor is 5. So that's 4 points of damage from the bite. He's still alive, but screaming his head off.
So wait, he gets so for every 2 points of damage, he loses a point of vigor, correct?
Yep. So
Okay.
we did 2. So he's down 2 vigor, so effectively has lost 2 more health.
Oh, I gained 1 health per vigor. I should have gotten 7 health for that first guy.
Yeah.
It's not half vigor. I thought it was half vigor, but it's not.
Uh,
That's fine. I'm just gonna give myself 2 health points back because I just drained him for 2
yeah,
vigor.
that is correct. Yeah, it's supposed to be. I was double checking if it was a typo or an oversight, but it should be per point. Oh yeah, so you're definitely.
So yeah, because if you did that, then I only gave myself originally 3 out of the 7, so I should give myself 4 more points of health if I really wanted to. But
Yeah. So theoretically, you still have it. You have 4 more. So this guy is pretty damn hurt.
but I'm now bleeding, so I now have to deal with that. Oh yeah, what do I do for my bleed for my turn?
Oh, is this your turn? So you
Yeah.
lose another health point.
So I lose a health point for bleeding. Okay.
Yeah. And it's still bleeding.
Okay.
Sort of. You're a vampire, but effectively you're bleeding.
All right. I use another stamina, and there we go.
I mean, you're basically bleeding the blood that you just drank. No,
Right.
yeah.
Isn't it fabulous?
That's right. Is that it for Ivanovich's turn? I think?
Yeah, I bit him. I drained him for 2 vigor, which lowered his health by some, didn't it?
That was all one action. It did. I already applied that. That's why I said effectively he took 2 more points of health damage.
Oh, sweet.
He's still conscious, but he's pretty bad off.
Well, I will continue to feed on him when it comes my turn again.
Right. So Drago's turn, meanwhile.
All right. Drago is going to take the penalty and probably just shoot an arrow at this remaining guy and hopefully not hit anyone.
Well, there's a mad guy attacking a tent.
That is true. Maybe he'll just shoot the mad guy. Let's do that. Ah, all right. Well, 15 to hit.
Right. It's a 10, armor 5, so 0 damage plus armor piercing up 2, right? Oh,
Yeah.
just enough to put him to 0.
Cool.
Get 2 health left.
Oh, this was a long one.
Let's see if he. Oh, he remains conscious, so he's laying there, mad and like severely wounded with arrows sticking out of him. So he's technically still conscious.
Good way to go.
Well,
Lost the battle with the tent, though.
and that's gonna be it. Drago's gonna hang out.
Defeated by a tent.
Well, he will yell out, I think we should probably end this fight soon and try and get somewhere where we will not be discovered by reinforcements.
That does sound wise. They said something about it, said Glev. They could have been lying.
I'd
We
prefer
are
to not
nearly
take the
to my
chance.
home. We get to my home, we will be fine.
Hopefully they have not sieged it. I'm
How is he
Sorry.
speaking when he's also draining that blood? It's incredible.
As we get home.
Make it to my house. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. He poking on something or Cheech and Chong's vampire tale.
A straw that I see. I don't know.
So on Glev's turn, I guess he says all of that. And actually he will. Do we need a prisoner? I will see if I can save this one guy in the cloud. Although I don't know.
Go in there.
All
Abigail
right, I'm just saying if it goes away. All right, I will just leave him be. So on their turn, well, his turn, he is grappled and staggered. Guys, probably gonna surrender. Is it even worth making a morale check?
They were already trying to.
Guy is still like he's terrified. He probably realizes his fate if he surrenders, so he's still fighting. So, what was your grapple roll?
16. It wasn't very good.
All right, because that's the deal for him to break out. but he is staggered, so he's only +3. Oh, twist out of your hold
Mm,
with an 18. He breaks free, but that counts as an attack action. So all he can do is either move or do some other, or cast this ridiculous spell he's been holding, or this magical talisman that he has.
yeah, summon the sun. Is that what it is?
Exactly. Yeah. Obviously, you've been looking at my notes from Mills River somehow. Uh, Torben probably did it.
Yeah,
He
I
is
sent him to spy on you.
after all.
My gosh.
So he breaks free and he's just standing there, just ready to just fighting to the death. And it's now Abigail's turn.
Oh my goodness. I put a bloody arrow through him after doing a little sneaky sneak. I go to Drago's tree and she's like, oh, move. And she spots Drago out of the way.
You run Radu out of his nest.
With a 30.
All right. The gods lose you for a few seconds.
It's fine. Fine. And that is a 23 to hit
All right.
with strike.
His defense of 20. Yeah. And that arrow will just go right to the guy's cheek, like halfway through his face. And he drops to the ground. All is quiet again.
As she sees it go through the cheek, she thinks about the teeth rotting in her nightmare, and she just
Oh,
Glev, I think Ivanovich is hurt.
I
yes.
would be fine. I just want to eat this man over here attacking the tent, but I don't want to go inside this mist.
Feed, my lord. I will send to Magus. I'm a bit tired myself, but Magus is like, I can get rid of the fog if you want. This is a madness fog, but
That would be nice.
all right. I think. Wait, let me look. It's not the focus spell. On second thought, is that's the mercy of the winds. It'll be here for a
So-
few moments. Actually, yeah. It's only you guys. Actually, this is actually 8 rounds of combat.
Oh my goodness.
So,
So,
in
like-
about 12 seconds, it's gonna dissipate.
Well, I'm watching for it to move and waver, and as soon as it does, I rush in on this guy.
Yeah, when you move there, about 5-6 seconds later, it dissipates.
It would be good to save him in case I could use the human sacrifice for a ghost fence tonight. Just saying.
I think that he's
Right.
already eaten him.
He's still alive.
I'm going to go after him and attack him with. So what is this? Is this a
Yeah,
grappling
you
attack?
see the guy trying to crawl away from you, like bleeding out. His entrails are even like behind him.
So
I don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm going to grapple him to eat him.
That's
He's
brawling.
not unconscious, so I can't just finish him off.
So yeah, brawling for grappling. And his defense is at -5 because his
Yay!
condition is severely wounded or dying. Oh yeah, you easily grab him. He's like half dead.
And so I'm gonna bite him.
All right, this guy is vigorous +1,
Nice.
and that will deal maximum damage. So he is finished off, and he had a vigor of +1, so that he'll. So you can't go over 10 temporary vigor from vampiric from blood draining. Hopefully I didn't. I don't know if I included that. It's in the errata. Might find it in there, Eric. I don't know.
We'll take a look.
As he finishes off, Abigail is going to go over to the silver dagger and look at it still.
Am I still bleeding?
Yeah, it's still bleeding. Oh, that's right. So you lost another health point. As Abigail grabs the silver dagger from this guy.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, Glev doesn't notice that you're bleeding, Ivanovich. He's tending to Magus.
Does Drago notice?
Perception if you want.
Mm.
Perception.
All the book says is I can't go above 30 maximum health.
Oh, so there. Okay, so I did put a cap. I thought it was 10 above yours. Yeah, it's supposed to be, yeah, in the erase 10 above your actual health. So what, Drago? 19?
19.
Yeah, you
for-
could tell Ivanovich, because you rarely see him this wounded. You can see that
Yeah.
there's a wound on his neck that just keeps bleeding.
Yeah, so he just calls out and says, Glev, I think our friend Ivanovich is in dire need of some healing over our friend Magus.
Oh, all right, Magus is like, I'll be fine.
I put my hand on my neck, going, it just won't stop. I don't understand.
Yeah, let me see, my lord. I saw silver flash in the hand of one of the enemy. Did he cut you?
He did. He was very, very quick. It was impressive, and so I ate him.
Yeah, well, he deserved it. Instead of using a bandage, I will just mutter a spell. It will just be a moment. And he does so. I cannot
And
roll for his heal wound spell. And you heal 1 point. But it's enough
Yay.
to stop the wound. All it was is DL 15 healing arts, but
Well, essentially, so when it comes to temporary points, if I'm already over my maximum, the healing he doesn't actually give me a health point. It just stops the bleeding, right?
correct, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm already over from
You're
eating people.
bloated on blood, yeah.
So I don't. All it does is stop my bleeding, which is fine because I don't need actual health. I just need to not.
Yeah, it stopped. It actually was only a bleeder for 3 rounds, so it was about to stop anyway, but nobody really knew that in character.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I've never had to bleed like that, so I didn't know.
Yeah,
So
so
you-
Drago is going to. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just asking if he was all right.
I'm good, thank you.
well,
Glev-
he's not
Glev got
alive,
it to
but
stop.
he's not dead either. Sorry, undead joke.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Drago, what's that?
Drago is going to very quickly look around to try and see if any of the enemy's forces are still around.
Okay, make a perception roll.
So 21.
Okay. You glance around. You don't really see anything. Do you have the hearing? You have a hearing specialty, right?
I do have the hearing specialty, so that'd be an extra one. 22.
You hear the sound of a like a war horn or a battle horn just off in the distance. Not sure if it's theirs or Von Mulov or whoever, but it's kind of
Okay.
it's probably
My friends,
a mile
my
away,
fr-
maybe.
yeah, my friends, I hear a war horn in the distance. I think this is a sign that we probably need to get moving soon.
Duh, we should not stick around.
Yeah, I'm not sure we could handle another dozen soldiers.
I don't
Nah.
believe we could. We need to get out of here. But first, somebody should go to the captain and gather up any vital intelligence that he might be carrying, notes possibly scrawled on gold coins and whatnot.
So you say gold. Abigail's jogging over there.
Okay. So the
Yeah.
obvious leader was this guy in the plate and chain armor,
Yeah.
the half plate. So if that's where you're running to.
Yep, and she's gonna look for stuff.
Okay. His horse is actually still standing kind of nearby. Most of the other horses are ran off or they're tied up here. But
23.
as you're searching his body, first of all, when you notice his horse standing nearby, he's got a great sword laying across his horse
Ooh.
as a saddle sword for that actual reason. And then on him, 23. So yeah, he's got a saber, nice saber. It's actually got a jewel in the pommel. Matching dagger, a hand axe, a heavy crossbow instead of a light crossbow like the rest of these dudes. And then in a belt pouch, you find, oh, and he's got a ring also on his finger, like a signet ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a belt pouch, you do find, let's see, you actually find 2 gold pieces.
She takes those.
And 22 silver pieces.
She shall also pocket those.
This guy has some money. All right. You grab that stuff, but no parchment, no notes or anything that you can see.
She does. She also takes the
Oh, you
signet
find it.
ring.
Oh, sorry,
Hmm.
Madison. He's got a key around his neck too, and like a little leather thong around his neck under his armor. There's like a key, small key.
Oh, Oh, well, that's gonna make me curious. So she's gonna take the key
All right.
and she will announce all the weapons that he had on him. She'll just were there exceptional quality, did you say, weapons?
They look pretty good. If you want to take a moment to check, it's a crafting skill roll,
Um,
but it does take, a few moments.
yeah, she's just gonna call them out to everyone and she'll only take, did you say he had a dagger on him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dagger, saber, heavy crossbow, and hand axe.
She'll just take the dagger and then she's gonna run over to the tent and see if she can find something that belongs to this key.
Abigail cannot resist.
I can't resist.
Glove's like,
Dra-
Abigail, we might need to get moving soon.
Like I'm hurrying. She's like literally
All right,
jogging.
all right.
Drago is spending this time like no more than a minute, maybe even 30 seconds to just gather whatever left over of his arrows he can find.
Oh, okay. Does anybody have the Raider talent, by the way? It allows you to search like really fast.
The raider,
Yeah, it's a talent called Raider.
Radu does.
Ah, everyone's missing the obvious gemstone laying on the ground.
Well, as Drago sees Abigail sorting through the tents, Drago like passes by the tents and points inside and says, "Radu, get a job."
Yeah. He was fluttering inside. So
That is-
there's some crates and chests, foot lockers with traveling gear that you see inside. There's tack and harness for horses. There's also horses tied up where Drago is.
Hmm.
So I feel
So
like eight horses.
So for Radu, in the sake of this trait, like Raider, if I remember correctly, it just says it allows.
Find it in around. I was just describing the basic stuff you guys see before he hones in. Yeah, and then he hones in on, you find the most valuable thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a perception check, I think I put it, but this is like kind of obvious. So he doesn't really need one. What is in here? All right, food, supplies, saddles. Oh yeah, so Radu hones in on a small coffer that's actually bound in like copper or bronze. It looks kind of fancy, like a fancy strong box or coffer.
Okay.
Bill glances over. She's like, "Oh, nice find, bud."
Oh,
Yes, he has a good eye for these things.
He takes the key and tries to see if this is the key to the copper.
I had to clean up cat pee.
Yeah, it fits right in. Fits right into the interior.
Forget which switch does which.
Just take it. We need to go.
Oh my goodness. It's bulk too as she takes it and goes.
Okay, grab it. Yeah, it's bulk one.
Oh, I thought they were bulk too.
It's
Okay.
just a very small coffer.
Okay.
It is got some stuff in it though. It makes it somewhat heavy, but it's not too bad. So yeah, you grab it. This is like even a small, like just a tiny little, almost like a jewelry box size thing.
All right. She's like, okay, let's go.
Grab it, tuck it under your football style, probably under your armpit. Get outside. The horses kind of mull around. They're hobbled. And all right, you are taking off.
Okay.
Yes.
How many of Drago's
Yeah,
arrows did he get back? He
You
shot
found
9.
3. If you're looking for 30 seconds, you found 3
All right.
arrows.
All right then. And then as he's heading out, you said the horse is hobbled though?
Yeah, the horses are tied up like hobbled, like to stones where they don't wander off, like here
With rope?
in this area. None of them are really roped. They're kind of like the old trick where you tie a rock to the horse's reins and they are not able to move. A couple of them are tied to horses actually, or tied to trees. Sorry.
Okay, but I have a different name, understanding of hobbled. He leads one of the horses behind his own
Okay.
as they leave.
So you're grabbing one of their horses.
Yeah, one of their horses.
Okay. So you untether it and it just kind of follows you. It doesn't really know any better. It's you can tell by its size and its behavior that it's most likely battle trained, that it's probably a warhorse.
Okay.
All right, so Drago gets a horse as well. And you guys start leaving, right?
Yep.
Are y'all going back on the same trail, which is the one that seemed to be that they were possibly guarding, watching, or not?
Whichever is the quickest way, I guess.
It'll take us to
Avoid-
my home the fastest, I believe. But
Yeah, this would be the most direct, but you know, are
Would
they
I-
watching it or
would
not?
I know or would I remember game trails or
Oh, yeah.
anything that would cut through the woods since it is my land?
Yeah, you're now in familiar territory as a boy. You're like, oh yeah, we could go to the left there. But I remember hunting a big deer one time down this way, and
So that's what I would do. I would guide the group down more of a back way to the castle.
okay, cool. All right, and won't even really need a survival check because you.
We're going to take a little bit of a detour, but it is a more secluded way. It is more for game hunting and most likely not known by foreigners. It is something I knew as a boy.
Ah, good, yes, that is good. Let's go.
Glev would know it as well. He's been here with me before.
Yes, I mean not since little boy, but I do
Yeah.
recall like teen years. We
Yeah.
get in trouble all the time. Like
Well,
like Abigail, like we grew out of it. Some people did.
well,
Just kidding.
I still seem to get into trouble, but that's neither here nor there.
We better go, I suppose. Drago
Yeah.
says he hears Warhorn.
We should go.
So you go south. I mean, you know several ways, but I will assume you kind of choose the, like you said, the more specific back way, and that's kind of going like doubling back to the south and circling around. It will take you twice as hard as long because there's no. Occasionally you find like a little trail, but it's mostly pretty like medium forest
Right.
here at the edge of the Raven Mist Forest. And at some point you have to kind of cross back over this little stream that's frozen over. It's not a big challenge. And all goes well, like it's all quiet. You don't hear war horns, you don't see any foreigners in black chainmail around, nor anyone actually. Occasionally you
is
see
good.
a raven up in the tree, kind of as the forest lives up to its name. And most of them go scattering off.
So do we get up to my castle yet?
Yes, I'm just checking on something here. All right, so you guys travel through this said somewhat difficult terrain for about 45 minutes. And at last, Ivanovich, it's now about an hour before noon. You can see, actually, it's about right at noon. You can see your castle towering in the distance. Your half-ruined, old castle that hasn't really been repaired in several generations, towering above the tree line.
Does it look like it is smoldering? Does it look like it was on fire? Does it look like there are
Make a perception check.
battlements, people standing on the battlements, etc., etc.?
The trees are still blocking most of it, but you might be able to tell some stuff.
The wispy tendrils of smoke, that look like the building was on fire for a little bit, probably could stand out, I'm assuming, over the trees.
Probably, but we will see what perception roll says.
Not terrible, but not really good.
Don't really see any smoke, and if you did, it's probably just like from the smith's shop or something like that.
Right.
Or a hearth fire or something. But yeah, all looks well. You do see, and you do see your father's pennon with your colors on it, like flag. It was still fluttering from the top of the highest.
That is a good sign. That is a good sign. And I relay that back to the party. I'm like, the pennant, my family's pennant still flies, so I do not believe the castle has been ransacked yet or taken.
Good, my friend. Well, we should go, unless it's a trap. We have no way of knowing. Or do we want to send Drago to scout ahead or something?
We need to get in there ourselves regardless.
All right, never mind. Let's go. I see Drago is achieved a new horse.
Intent was not to keep it for long.
I hear they make good food.
Yes, and other things.
Let's go.
The
You talk as you scurry through the trees a little bit further. The trees start to thin themselves out. Then you come to the part where there's old stumps. Like, so your family was really good about clearing the trees 300 yards around the castle, pretty common fare. So if anybody is sieging it, but a lot of stuff has kind of grown up over the years and it's kind of encroached back pretty close to the castle, actually.
the chapel for which is in one of the side courtyards for the castle, it would be near a back entrance, wouldn't it? If it's on a side courtyard.
Yeah, yep.
We would want to go in there.
All right.
At least I would be guiding them in there.
We're going straight to the chapel.
That is my plan. If we can get to the chapel, we can recover what we need to recover before making our presence known.
If that is your wish.
I have a picture of your castle / manor house, actually. This is
I have one right behind me. Look.
That's right. So this is I specifically chose this for. All right.
Actually, what's behind me is actually pretty darn close.
It is kind of close. You can even see the sanctuary mountains back here. And well, the forest doesn't read well on this one, but oh, there it is. Similar to yours.
Well,
so you guys are coming. So just kind of give you, let me get these dead bodies off the.
Yeah, Abigail's looking. He's like, I can't believe people actually live in places like this.
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing for the people that live behind those walls.
That is true.
Guess that's why they do it. I remember this place, Abigail. I practically grew up with Ivanovich. Correct.
Yeah,
I
you
decided to become a priest.
Embarrassing stories.
I'm sorry,
I've been
what?
waiting. You haven't shared any embarrassing stories, which is such a shame.
Yeah, perhaps if I drink too much Black Slavka.
You never drink any of the Black Slavka.
Magus says, drinking sounds good. Let's get inside. Does your family make ale or mead?
My family has stores of various drink that you can satiate yourself with. You were here last time, remember?
Yeah, but I don't remember that much, honestly. I tried to tune your father out for the most part. I am kidding.
Don't worry, I do the same thing.
So you are approaching from here, basically.
Da.
The wooded area. But unfortunately, there are sort of walls. But the chapel is just inside these like bastion walls.
Ah, very good.
So you, first thing, so you get to the back. There is a back gate, and I think it's a secret gate. You remember if it was or not? Oh yeah, there actually is a secret escape tunnel, but this is not. But yeah, you don't see any enemy forces anywhere. And there are several, but you see as you approach Ivanovich and everybody, but Ivanovich particularly notices, like up on, because you rarely see this anymore, and but you see at least half a dozen armed men up on the walls, like up in here, up here. Some are
Do
even
I
up.
roll a perception to see if I see any specific livery?
Yeah, go for it.
And then see shit.
Could I try?
Abigail's gonna try.
Yeah.
All right.
Much
21.
better.
Perception. Ooh. So Ivanovich, you do see a few men in like darker clothing, but you're like, well, it's either family colors or it's Black Lion mercenaries. I'm not real sure. And then Madison, Abigail sees distinctly several soldiers that have like rampant lions, black lions on like a gray surcoat. Some of their armor even has like lion emblems woven into it. And then some of the other soldiers are just kind of Joe Schmo looking guys with like brigandine armor and like a spear and not even really a helmet.
Right.
Probably militia, poor farmers that were conscripted into.
Tells this to Ivanovich.
Hmm,
They were lions.
very well. They are hired men, which is fine. They,
Oh,
they
this is
work for
good.
my father.
Are you talking about the company of the Black Lion? Personally.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what
duh.
it sounds like.
I don't think all of them are. I see a few like. Oh, that's like what's his face? Boris, that fool. Are they not the gypsy? That anyways, the farmer.
No,
holding
the
a spear.
farmer. Well, it's winter. He's not worried about his fields right now. So
Right.
he's
This
not.
is that's my point. Your father. This is good. Your father is able to conscript them, I suppose, to garrison duty.
Wonder what he is promising them for pay. Anyway,
And then
doesn't
suddenly a
matter.
voice calls down. Who goes?
It's Lord Ivanovich von Mulov, first son. Open the gate.
Are you sure, my lord? You wear blood armor.
I've been to the capital. I have done many things. I am Lord Ivanovich von Mulov. Open the gate.
Very well. Open the gates. Do not argue. It is a blood disciple. Don't argue anyway. The gates are open. Then they notice Glev as well, and they've met Abigail briefly and Magus, but never Drago, right?
Right, never Drago.
So Drago's first time here.
I look back over my shoulder. Welcome to my home, Drago.
It is lovely.
Thank you.
Drago, your family's castle is actually similar, but it's in slightly better repair. But
Okay.
He has a better castle.
Look, this is what I'm trying to fix, okay?
Drago's
Okay,
is
like Drago, do you have a castle? Do you have something better than this?
If I do not visit very often, but it is similar.
Oh my goodness. You're a sad rich boy. Ugh.
Ugh,
Want
I
to
have not been for a long time, but sure.
oh goodness. Surrounded by wealthy people. She just keeps going.
Yes, surrounded by wealthy people as she rides off with her 600 gold coins.
She's like,
all
it's
over
like
Drago.
I'm poor. I'm giving to the poor.
Yes, you're giving to yourself. You are poor. I get it. I understand.
As
Let
you
us
enter
go.
the,
Let
as
us
you,
go into the chapel.
yeah, as you enter the courtyard, before you even make it to the there's of course several militiamen and several actual soldiers there to meet you. But striding forward is Lord Slavic, who you recall to be the House Chamberlain, and your
And my sister's husband.
yes, brooding, bald-headed guy. My lord, many
Hello,
things have
Slavic.
changed. I see.
Things are much different now.
You are but come. No place to talk. Your father will be. There is much to discuss.
Get the feast hall ready. Bring my father up to speed. My party and I are going to go into the chapel and pray to Andorok for a moment to thank him for getting us here safely.
Shall I therefore leave you alone for a space?
I would appreciate it. Yes.
And welcome home, my lord.
Uh,
Lady.
we will be up shortly. Maybe no more 10 minutes, 15 at tops.
I will tell him quarter of an hour. He can wait.
Very well.
Good to have you back.
Glad to be back. I wish to be brought up to speed with everything that has been going on.
He looks around at some of the guys standing around. Get back to work. Training with more spears. Unacceptable.
Good.
You know, he's kind of a hard ass as a trainer.
I like Slavic. He's very much a hard ass.
And then from there, the chapel's not too far away as you guys
Let us go pray to Andorok.
do your way in. Glev is like, yes. Do you want me to go in? But I guess it doesn't matter. I don't
If
think
anybody's
anyone's-
in there, we will send them out.
So
It
you,
is the wrong
yeah,
time of day for that.
very good. You walk in, there actually are two man and woman in here, just kind of kneeling in front of the big bone-colored altar. Well, not big; it's actually not a very big place. So you notice that the man's knees are like literally in the space where you. Well, actually, it's under the altar, but just
Right.
they're kneeling right where the. And from what you could tell, they have not noticed the altar moves, nor do they probably particularly care.
Right.
But they seem to be offering some raven's feathers on the altar and just kind of meditating.
I will wait a few moments, let them finish their offering before stepping forward.
Okay, after about a minute, the woman kind of looks over her shoulder and her eyes get big, and she elbows the man next to him, probably her mate, her husband, and my lord, I did not recognize you. We will leave.
I appreciate that, and I did not wish to disturb your offering to Andorok. So now that it is complete,
Yes,
have
of course. Forgive. Yes.
Ah.
And the man says up, just kind of nods. He doesn't know what to say, and they kind of struggle their way out. All right, thank
stand
you.
there, let them pass quietly.
That is all. I don't see anyone else in here. It's a small room, so probably good.
Drago, can you watch the door and make sure no one comes in?
Very well.
Yeah, I do it too, if you want.
We might need your brawn.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So Drago watches out.
Come.
Yep.
So
But
the four of
if-
us that remain, just because I don't wish to tempt fate anymore, Glev, do your thing with your prayers and whatnot while we move this altar.
So you don't need my brawn, I suppose.
We have Magus. Technically, we don't need anybody's brawn if we have Magus.
Drago pipes up and is like, "Would you like to use the horse that I gathered from those soldiers?" as a
I would
potential
prefer not to bring a
offering?"
horse into the chapel of Andorok in
Well,
my own
People
house.
talk.
All
People
right,
would
so-
talk.
Yes,
I mean,
It's a little
Andorok would
weird.
be quite pleased. But
we are
Very
sacrificing it. Maybe.
Magus can do it, and if he can't do it, then I can help.
Yeah. What's am I doing? Moving the stone?
We are moving the stone again. The
Okay.
Yeah, and because she's paranoid, she's gonna do see the unseen, just in case.
Before you move it or after? Like right now?
Yeah, just to see if there's like anything amiss.
Okay. All right. So it's a shadow magical art shadow roll. Shadow magic. Oh,
That is a 27.
yeah. You do not see anything that you wouldn't otherwise see with your mortal eyes.
Yep, she's just checking all the bases, making
Cool.
sure there's not a
Cool.
sorcerer that followed us in or something with disappearance or something.
or a demon attached to it, you know.
Yeah. It's okay. I already am the one with the demon attached.
Ah, very good.
Magus begins to move this by himself. He can do it. There's a bit of a struggle, but he can do it by himself.
Yeah.
As soon as he
Once-
clears the floor space, I'm gonna start excavating the rubble and whatnot where we have buried the
Yep, still there, rubble. You and Magus start digging through it, I guess.
to pull out the satchel that has the crown in it.
And it's still there, pretty much the way you left it. Pull out the leather satchel and
I
there it is.
clutch it
Oh,
very
it's-
tightly, and I don't seem to want to let it go.
So Drago, they seem to unearth something that was buried under the altar.
Very good. Let us fill the rubble back in and put the altar back in its place.
Look,
And we can thank Andorok that this has been untouched.
yes,
I mean,
it's protected
we-
as well, my lord.
Are we putting it back or are we bringing it with us?
We are bringing it with us.
Should we double check inside the satchel, or should we not even look at it? And then when he says that, he looks at Abigail for some reason.
As soon as he says that, I open the satchel and I'm like looking in it.
All right, you see the 9 black spires of the blood ruby crown sticking out. So yeah, it looks like it's
It is intact. It is here. It is the one, the only, the key to the future of Mulovia.
very
Abigail
good.
just pops her head like over top of Ivanovich's shoulder as she looks.
And if as I notice that, I look over and I whisper, I was like, and eventually yours. And I close up the bag.
I cannot believe that we might go to war, our 2 provinces, over this crown, though.
Yeah.
Sad to think.
What would be sadder, watching von Glonovich take the throne?
I do not trust anyone else but you, my lord. Even King
Glanovich
Mortimer
on
is
its
not
own
too
would
bad,
throw
to be
the
honest.
entire world into war. Von Glanovich does not need this crown.
It seems that we have at least beat the siege or whatever Von Glanovich's soldiers are trying to do, unless he just sent them to capture us.
Well,
They have failed.
I have no idea, but I think the best course of action would be to find a way into Von Glanovich's estate and end his miserable life.
We
Could
only
send
had an assassin.
assassin.
But it will be difficult.
We only had an assassin. And he looks at Abigail.
Yeah,
I will say,
Abigail.
And then Drago.
Abigail, she's like, you could send one of us.
I could.
Or both of us.
I think it would be a very good test to see how well we would fare against the king. Honestly.
But if they fail, then they're captured or worse.
Or worse, and I do not wish to have worse about any of my party here. They are all trusted allies.
If we don't do something about it, there'll be civil war.
It needs to be done. Maybe we all go. We risk all lives or no lives.
But the point of assassination is that one person goes because it is less to detect, right?
If we all go, but from different directions, then
That might work.
I think that's too risky, Ivanovich. I think you need to make a decision.
well, let us find out what is happening here and what my father knows of von Glanovich's plans, and make a decision after that. Too hasty a decision is never a good decision.
Very good. And with that, do you guys wanna? It's 11:01.
Yes. Now we have the crown back. Now we are going to go see my father, and then we are going to start a war.
All right, that's a good place to stop. Good place to stop. You came full circle back to the crown.
I could not give it a chance for somebody to find it.
Still there. So, you know that luck roll I had you make that one session,
Long time ago?
Eric? Yeah,
Yes.
that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
But,
awesome.
Didn't you get like a nat 20 on that
Yes.
luck roll?
Yes, I did. That ridiculously exploding 20 luck roll. It was like, great. Okay, what did it do? And he's like, I'm not telling you. I was like, oh, awesome.
may or may not have to do with whether the crown was discovered.
Great.
It was hidden pretty well, but the chapel does get a fair amount of traffic. So, you know,
Some
there's always,
random farmer is like, oh, what's this?
Puts it on, becomes immortal.
yeah. Hey, Natalia, look what I found. Looks
What are
like
you gonna do
a
tonight, Pinky?
9-pointed crown.
All these blood red rubies. I'm gonna pry them out with my little pry bar here, and I'm gonna
They'll
sell
even
them all.
bother putting the crown on there. Looks like prying the rubies out.
Yeah.
So,
Jesus.
4 experience points each.
Oh yes, and then we whisper the vote.
Oh yes, whisper to me the bonus point. So audience at home, thanks for watching. Hopefully you made it this far. This is a campaign called The Blood Crown. It's actually a published Savage Kingdoms adventure. It'll actually be coming out in the new book, Heroic Adventures. So if you like that, so actually they're off book right now. So they're actually beyond the actual written adventure. Well beyond. So what's it? So far it's a tie.
Hold on. I am
Or is it? Oh wait, no.
sorry. I'm whispering it to you through Messenger because I always screw it up on 20.
Roll 20. All right, let me go to that. Well, it's fun, guys. It was better, you know, it's better almost
It's
as
good.
good as meeting live.
Almost, not quite.
Yes, never quite. Madison, hopefully you feel better soon.
Duh.
Oh,
Yeah, I survived.
I will survive.
But
It
then
actually sounded like your voice got
the
a little
viewers
bit-
at home would not get to see a very epic battle of craziness happening. You know,
That's right. They did get to see the battle with the soldiers, but
yes,
that's just that's just child's play compared.
that's true.
All right, so it looks like Ivanovich wins 2-1.
What?
What?
Sweet.
All right, so you got 5. You cleared the new advancement by 4, right?
I did. I'm now 144.
Was that 8th
Ooh.
advancement?
That is the 8th advancement.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to pick up exploding dagger. That's what I'm going to. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, what?
To pick up destroy the sun.
I do. I got destroy the sun. It's you can only use it once a year, but it's generally all you need.
Drago rode Magus pretty hard. It was pretty funny. even
Besides,
had
we
him
have
at
to
one
get a
point
lot of
make
people healed right now.
I had to make a perception empathy check at one point. He rolled. It was like a 4, so he was
Oh.
clueless as to- It's like, what is his problem?
Jeez,
Anyway, fun, y'all. So
I did. I enjoyed.
next Thursday, I think I'm good, but I know rehearsals. Hey, Madison, you haven't heard anything about Southern Appalachian Christmas rehearsals, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm kind of curious about that.
Yeah, Karen and I are slightly concerned, but we'll see.
Yeah. Do you think it's not gonna happen?
I don't see. I thought we were already contracted, but Karen said we didn't get our. I thought I got a Hunchback and Southern Appalachian Christmas contract earlier in the year, but I guess it was just Hunchback. Not that it would matter. I mean, if it can't
I don't
happen.
have a contract yet, so
Yeah, I was just saying I thought I had both of them, but Karen says we didn't. So anyway, my point being that if that was a contract, then I would be have a little more faith. Oh well, it'll happen. So, what do y'all? How do y'all look like next Thursday? Duncan,
I'm good.
Eric,
I'm good as well.
I'm
excellent.
good. Are we gonna try to do one more of this game since we were gonna try to do that for Matt?
I mean, I would be fine with that.
Yeah, I
but
wouldn't
it's-
mind. I really like this campaign. I hate missing it.
It's a
So
fun one.
Yeah, we got lots of good stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I
I'm
think
good
so.
with it. Yeah.
I mean, Tate will have to miss another one, but
Right.
How many more would he have to miss?
he missed tonight, and then the next. I think he's rehearsing a Christmas show. So,
Well, we could always talk about it through the group chat, but I do remember we were gonna try to get Matt at least one more game in, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what we were going to do since he had to miss like 3 of them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So
yeah. Well, at least get him one more in. Be cool. Yeah, and then maybe at that point, maybe it'll work out with Tate. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But Madison and I might have rehearsals as well soon. We just don't know what's going on.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll figure it out with the group chat.
Keep me posted. Let me know. You know, my office is open for it. But
Cool. Yeah.
no,
Thanks, y'all. That was fun.
it was fun.
Sorry,
Good night,
audience, about the
everybody.
last part, hearing us ramble, but
That's all right.
it's part of it. They could have stopped
Good
watching.
night, everybody.
All 4 people. Night, everybody. Thanks for playing. Bye. Namarie. That's all.
Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.